So everything except for attacks and saving throws.
Alright, so we're ready to go then. I'm gonna move us over. And we are live. Hello everyone, my name is Generous Hill, otherwise known as Spire, and I'm the Game Master for the Mysteries of Cainyad campaign group. Say hi, say hi all of you, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, all of you, please.
I know you're in the crowd with wax slick.
So, as always, introductions, first and foremost. One person is given the torch, and they pass the torch. They tell us something about themselves, something about their characters, and some dark secret that they would rather not know, the world not know. Once everyone has told their piece, the last person to do so does a recap of the session. That person gets a point of inspiration, and the group gains a point of inspiration. I say, today, start us off, Sam. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Sam Idam, and I was not here last week. I am playing Velvilende, level 7 Celestial Warlock of the Half-Elf race, and he has a friend of the name, if you would continue, Aries.
Hi, I'm Aries. I play Ruler. Ruler is a tiefling, now turned accursed / reborn. I am I believe it's 6th or 7th level. 7th level Demonologist Wizard. Demonologist is a subclass made by Generous Hill. And a dark secret is that I think black pepper is spicy to me, and I'll pass it off to Etch.
Hello. Hold on. For a sec, as soon as you said, oh, and a dark secret of black, I was like, whoa! I was like, where is this going?
Okay, moving on. Okay, hi, I'm Curran. My character's name is Etch. They are a Warforged Rune Knight fighter. Currently seeking the purpose for which they were built. And while also kind of palling around with these chuckleheads. And with that, I will pass it on to Socks and Helius.
My hotkey for muting my mic is broken, so if you just saw me unmute and remute several times in a row, yeah, I did do that. I am Socks. I'm playing Helius, a level 7 Divine Soul Sorcerer Firbolg. He's, just a guy. He thinks everybody should go to therapy at least once in their life, maybe more times, and ran our good friend Henry. Almost to death, actually. 5 levels of exhaustion. To prevent him from almost going out and getting his shit rocked. A dark secret about me is that I still don't know how to calculate jump distance, and I don't think I'll ever understand.
Oh, I got you.
Henry, I think it's your turn.
Oh boy, hooray. I wanted to do the recap.
Anyways,
I am Kilted. I play as Henry Darkest. He is a human fighter that specializes in battle mastery, all that jazz. Taking heads and doing mercenary shit. I am a human. I think I mentioned that. I don't think I got anything else to say. I'm gonna throw this over to Victor, aka Druid.
You might want to say Henry, human fighter.
Yes, he's a human fighter. He's level 6.
Oh yeah, I thought we leveled up last time.
you should be
You did, you're level 7.
Shit, yeah! Fuck! I forgot! It's been a week! Wait, am I doing the recap?
You passed it on to Adrian, so...
Wait, where is he?
I didn't know myself player. Hi. Hello, my name is Adrian. I'm a player in this beautiful campaign. I am playing a level 7 fighter with the homebrew subclass Siegemaster, made by our amazing DM, Generous Hill. My character is a Satyr with a cool mechanical arm that turns into a lethal weapon. Yes. Dark secrets. Dark secret would be... I absolutely don't like having NPCs as much, it's because they get too emotionally attached. And I'm going to pass this off to Archibald.
Yes. I'm Malachi. I am playing Archibald, a level 7 pilot artificer. Pilot is a subclass made by Jen. Something about myself.
Who are you, Oppossum?
Oh, I guess yeah, that's a good thing. The reason I don't play like elves, dwarves, orcs, or humans typically in tabletop games is because I'm already a human in real life. Why would I play one in a fantasy setting? Or, I'm also a tall, relatively thin individual, so I'm, why would I play an elf? Also, I like being tall, so why would I play a dwarf? And green is just like angry human. And I find like other monstrous races way more interesting and engaging for character building. And then a dark secret. Oh, here's one that's going to cause some discourse. I am a vehement believer that when it comes to cuddling, werewolves are far superior to 99% of other, monsters.
I cut the feed. We're ending the session here early. Fuck this. I'm out.
Wait, we can share secrets? What? Since when?
Because they are
booing him. He's right.
Simply because they are a combination of person and people make the best cuddles.
I third this.
For obvious reasons.
Your Honor, I didn't even know we could share secrets.
What's the two greatest what's the two best things to cuddle? A person you love or care about, and your favorite pet and animal that you love, because they're covered in fluff. So you combine the two, and you have the ultimate cuddle. Boom, mind's blown everywhere.
Counter-argument, polymorph.
Yeah, but if you polymorph somebody into a sheep, you could still cuddle the sheep, but it can't, hug you back.
Alright.
Therefore, it drops down in the ranking.
Has everyone done their introductions, so that we can do the recap?
Oh, yeah, I'll do the recap. So, Sock's already covered the big part of the session, but before that, we got some stuff from the Keepmaster, learned some stuff about grids, but that may have been the previous session before that. After doing that, the running section happened. Archibald used Henry and Helius as means to manufacture cottage cheese and ice cream during their run. Took Bet. Let's see. Yeah, honestly, it's aside from the thing, it's I don't think anything too super major and impactful happened last session.
Except for the running race.
Yeah, that's it's last session was definitely a was the bottle episode for sure. Yeah, and then we ended off people going down to breakfast and stuff, and I had Archibald pull Helius out toward the edge of the woods on their own as a backup in case things go awry, while I tried to attune to the very potentially dangerous orb that could possibly milk my brain. And if my brain starts oozing out of my ears, I just need to get hit with the, Helius is there to just kind of poke it back in.
Try.
An effort will be made. So, as we then return to reset the scene, you are outside the keep, Harvan's keep, and you are uncovering the Jade Orb.
Yeah, and I have 2 shards, by the way.
Oh! Very useful.
Yeah, you forgot about that one from the kobold, and I still have Coverins.
No, I just thought you would have used them earlier, but that's useful too, that you can use them now.
No, I was holding on to these specifically for this moment because I got 2 hands and 2 shards.
Gotcha. Then we return, and as you're standing outside, you call upon the shard to commune with the orb.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll have Helius kind of stand back a bit and, out of the blast zone. And I will take a shard in each hand after placing the orb, on the ground, and I will just hold them, glowing, close, but not close enough to touch and, detonate, just to, basically resonate on both sides as I try to attune, to basically, fuck with the, because I know that, last time touching it caused it to explode, but also caused it to fuck with, the barrier on it that stops the dude inside from talking. So this time I'm just holding 2 of them close to it to resonate and hopefully, kind of, holding a magnet up to a, CRT.
Okay, make an intelligence check, please.
Ooh, I'm good at those. Just raw intelligence?
Arcana.
You get a +1.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm proficient.
No, not that. I heard a phone call off. Perfect. Alright, let's check the roll.
23.
24, actually.
Oh, dude, the guidance, yeah.
Alright. 23. You, as you put both shards next to the orb starts to glow with a green, evanescent power as both shards crack on their sides and grow dim. As the shards crack, the orb, you're holding it, and then it begins to float above your hands, sort of in place. As the voice emanates from the orb, it glows with each spoken word. Hello? Hello? Is the outside accessible again?
Yeah, what's up, geezer?
You must be... Oh, which one was that voice? It's been so long. Who is it?
Oh, it's, Mike Hawk.
That is not that is not the name I recall assigning to that voice, but that's snarkiness.
Oh, so you do know who I am, motherfucker. Quit pretending.
Is that Archibald?
Yeah, who else would it be?
Apologies.
You've spoken to one person in hundreds of years.
Time within the orb does not flow as it must for you. For me, it has been quite a long time since last I heard a voice. Regardless, it is good to hear you again. Oh, then have you managed then to forestall what is to come? Or...
Well, I mean, we killed a dragon that was, evil, and apparently this orb used to belong to and/or they were looking for, so I guess, not entirely, but, in part, I guess.
A dragon? Do you recall... Did the dragon mention the name?
Alright, it was, it was, he's gonna, kind of pull a little, pull out, a little, those little, flip notebooks? Like what Steve from, Blue's Clues has?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna pull one of yeah, he's gonna pull out a handy-dandy notebook and kind of, flip a few pages over and be like, where is it? It's something... Oh, it's way down at the bottom. Okay, alphabetical. It's, Zatch something.
There's silence from the orb.
You probably don't know them. They were, you were alive, how many hundreds of years ago?
That name... Zatch. Yes, I do recall that name. But not in that... Not in that shortened form, no. No, I recall a full name of a different fashion.
Yeah, I mean, like, I shorthanded it just because I wasn't writing that whole damn thing out.
Zatra Mervofo.
Yeah, see, case in point.
Yes, but that's quite the feat. Yes, the dragon must have been ancient in its years. Why, I remember her being no more than a young dragon back when I was still alive and kicking.
You sure you're alive, like, hundreds of years ago?
I was. Why?
Oh, well, I guess maybe this is their, like, grandkid or something, because this was definitely not an ancient dragon.
Ah,
Pretty itty-bitty.
that does explain things then. Yes, it does quite well explain things. Let me enlighten. Before the empire of Ashardalon crumbled to dust, he had a secret project enacted. His most trusted were encased in crystal to be preserved until a time when Ashardalon would return to reclaim his empire after his death. If what you're saying is that this Zatch is as young as, well, you fought her, then it is likely that she was also participated in the trial, and that she was released. Which is accordance to...
So there's like a, what, like a trial, like... You guys used to have, like, time prisons or something? Like...
No, the magics of our time were much more powerful than what you have here. Even within this prison, I can fear the magic of the world has shifted. No.
I couldn't tell you. I've only been, sentient for a little over a month.
The orb that houses my soul, mind you, is a prison, not a container. I was put here by the Emperor himself to be used. Alas.
At that, Archibald is in the back of his head and be like, I wouldn't say use with it, like, full well knowing his intention of attuning to this orb to potentially use it.
Alas, greater threats remain still. If the young ones have been released, then tell me, are there any major nations ruled by dragons within your world?
I mean, yeah, there's like a fucking crazy, psychotic group of dragons that run a country that want to take over the rest of the world.
Then the others must have awakened, and the prophecy is underway to its fulfillment. And they will need me. 100 curses indeed upon you all will befall, in no short fashion. Yes, but if Zatch is dead, that means that their scouts must be also lacking in recognition. A dragon does not die easy, mind you.
Archibald's gonna kind of like give like a little shrug and be like, kind of look over to Helius and be like, I don't know, I mean, it died pretty quick.
Yeah, we did a pretty good job, but I don't... Is Helius privy to, like, only half of this conversation?
No, this is audible from the orb.
Okay.
Good to glad you confirmed that, 'cause I was gonna say, it's like, if this is just like the equivalent of, like, listening to one half of a phone call.
Yeah. I would say we did a pretty good job, but we had quite a few of us there.
That makes sense. The strongest power that mortals have, and always have had, is the one weapon that no other creature has ever been able to properly use.
Friendship.
Friendship.
What?
Yeah. At the same time, friendship.
Yeah.
What?
The power of love.
I suppose I was going to say camaraderie, but Very well.
Kind of the same thing, actually.
Close enough, close enough.
So,
Yeah, we just get into an argument over semantics with this
But you,
ancient wizard.
You did mention a prophecy. I think I'd like to hear more about that, because we got some folks who are real smart who can, like, unpack it. So what
Yeah, what's up with that?
this... what's up with this prophecy?
if I knew the prophecy, I would tell you. I was not exactly... Yeah.
What?
So
If
he
you don't know
knows
the prophecy, then how can you say that the prophecy is happening if you don't know what the prophecy is?
I will explain, please.
Let the old man speak. At least in this weird orb thing.
Please, let me explain. The prophecy, I do not know the whole thing, for it was guarded by Archibald himself, and only his closest advisors truly knew. But, well, there is a reason why I am in this orb, you see. I learned much of what Archibald planned, and I even managed to gain parts of the prophecy. That knowledge was quite useful, and quite damning. It is partially the reason why I am here. My usefulness, Archibald would not allow to his enemies. He would exploit it forever. I do know how the prophecy begins and how it ends. I do not know what transpires in between. Still,
So, I mean, it sounds like you know, I don't know a ton about prophecies, but it sounds you kind of got the most important bits. Because last time I checked, you read any stories about that shit, it's like, it's like someone shows up to take care of this bad thing that's happening, and that's like the whole prophecy. So I mean, like, you kind of got the two most important bits.
Make no mistake. This prophecy uses destiny as its main source of power, and fate is fickle. In fact, there is a great worry that befalls my mind, in that anyone might attempt to thwart or stop it from fulfilling itself. And in the end, as we all know, the greatest threat to fate, or rather those who try to avoid it, is trying to subvert it or stop it from happening in the first place. As such, it falls to you to protect your own. Let me explain.
So what I'm hearing from this is you're about to give us some details on a self-fulfilling prophecy that if we try to do anything about it, it just kind of happens anyways.
That the Dragonstorm will happen is unavoidable. And if it is avoided, something worse will occur. Archibald was quite certain, or rather quite fearful. However, that is not something that we can't do nothing about. You can protect the world, if not the people you care about, even to some extent. I know how the prophecy begins, and it is thus. The dragons shall awaken from their slumber, and in their conquest they shall place pylons of obsidian, powered by the souls of dragons past and sages lost, to work as anchor points from which dragons from other world shall hearken and join the great storm. From there they shall conquer the universe entire and spread across the multiverse whole. What happens...
Now when you say obsidian, like just regular obsidian, could we just go down and break one of those?
The
They
orb...
just completely fuck their plane up?
The orb glows green. No! These obsidian pylons, or more accurately monoliths, they are not simple rock. They are accursed constructions. The blueprints of which had been stolen by another ruinous power. Stolen by, I believe, at the time, the Archlich Vecna. A story for a different time, however. Hopefully, I believe.
Yeah, we
Yes.
back now. We've all heard the stories.
Indeed. The prophecy begins thusly. and then information is spread on how it is bound to occur, the steps upon which the dragons would have to follow. Unfortunately, I never found out what and how, but I do know, as I mentioned, how it ends, with dragonkind conquering the world and the universe entire. That part, however, we can subvert in some capacity.
You know, this sounds less like a prophecy, more just like...
Or telling doom.
Yeah, no, it just sounds more like Ashardalon is like... He just made a plan and wrote it down in a convoluted way and called it a prophecy.
Sounds like he was the most afraid of this thing.
Actually,
happening.
Jen, can I have Henry look into that, see if he's telling the truth on this or not?
I like the idea that I like
to get here.
I want to mention I like the idea that specifically Archibald and Helius was like doing this privately in the woods, but then the rest of the party sort of like I'm looking from a window. Like what the fuck?
Like, what are they doing out there?
What the fucking we got binoculars? What the hell are they doing? They're talking to a fucking orb.
And I think that orb is lying.
Listen, this is shit Henry comes
Really?
up.
But
Can I? Or
basic.
Sorry, just to clarify, you want to do what?
I want to actually try to hear on that orb, see if it's actually telling the truth.
I'm pretty sure you guys, like, you know, as funny as it is to be looking out a window, I'm pretty sure you guys were in the dining hall.
Yes, indeed, you were in the dining hall, so unfortunately you're not privy to this discussion. In addition, you would not be able to insight the orb. There is nothing to really insight beyond, yeah, it is talking to you. You can choose to believe it or not.
The orb is made out of orb.
Indeed it is.
So, buddy, look, before this whole thing, because the thing's like usually a temporary effect with these shards and stuff like that, you said that like he split all the plans up and stuff like that, or sorry, the prophecy up across a bunch of things. But like, if he knows the entire plan, then like it's safe to assume that like if he has like he would know the whole thing. So hold on a second. And I'm gonna try to communicate. I'm gonna like put my hand on the orb and try to communicate with this like sliver of Ashardalon's mind.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Oh, I don't.
I mean, I'm gonna have to interact with it at some point because I'm a tuning anyhow.
Archibald.
So as you sort of try to focus on that, the voice on the orb goes, "What are you doing?"
I'm just gonna ask him a question.
You receive not but empty silence for a solid couple of moments before you hear a challenger approaches? No. A thief.
A thief? Motherfucker, I make my money fair and square. I ain't no thief.
Hey, Archibald, I don't think we should. I don't have a good feeling about this. I don't think you should do this.
Oh, don't worry. I've got plan. It's like I've planned for this. Alright, motherfucker, you gonna call me a thief? How about you? Fucking. It's like you colonized the entire universe. You basically stole all that land. Pot and kettle much?
Silence.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got nothing to say. Fine. So, like, what's up with this prophecy thing? Or, like, your battle plan? More like, I mean, you kind of just called it a prophecy, but it just sounds more like you made a plan with instructions and then just, split those instructions up. Like, it's like, that's like one of the most basic forms of encryption, dude. It's like so insecure as like it's only secure as long as people don't physically have the thing.
Silence still.
Hello there, ancient archmage. Your prophecy is fake and your security is lacking.
Finally use your ethics
No,
degree.
ancient dragon god. Sliver of an ancient dragon god's mind. And he's gonna be like, hey! He's gonna knock on the orb like, hey! I'm talking to you!
Helius?
Yeah, can I put my hand on the orb too? See if that, like, gets him to talk to Archibald more?
No. you feel a lack of correspondence from the orb.
Huh. It said something about a challenger. Maybe I need to state I would like to challenge you for information.
It's worth a shot. Hey, motherfucker, I'm challenging you.
The orb suddenly glows red.
Oh dear.
Hey, he's gonna look over to Helios and be like, hey, yeah, good call.
Oh no.
A challenger. Prepare your mind, mortal.
challenge?
Prepare your mind, mortal.
He's gonna be like, look at me. My mind's all I got, motherfucker. I'm a possum.
May your ego surpass my own. The secrets of this orb are yours. You have 1 hour. And at this point, the orb glows red, and you see it land on your hands, Archibald. And your hands,
I'm the most egotistical person I know.
the tips of your hands, like your fingers, start to crystallize red as you're holding it, turning to jade.
Tingly.
Red jade.
Ooh. Ow.
Until your hands, fully like the palms of your hands, stick to the orb as jade, and you begin the process of attuning to this orb.
Well, damn, it's a good thing I had this kind of set near the ground. It's fucking heavy.
He says as his
He's gonna look around and be like, I mean, you carry it in a pouch is one thing, but like having to like hold it out at arm's length and shit, like, oh, fucking arms would be burning.
Helios
He's
picks
gonna
up
sit
Archibald
down.
and runs back to the party.
They'd be like, wait, out.
Ruler!
I need you here in case my brain oozes.
Ruler!
Just Archibald.
We fucked up. We made a mistake. This wasn't a good idea. I don't know why. Archibald, I don't know why you did that. Ruler.
You hear Helios screaming as they're running into the keep.
Ruler will
Good things he cast guidance.
Ruler will stand up, grab her coat and her scarf from Henry, and run out to see what's going on.
Wait, what? Henry's in the fucking dining room, right?
Yeah, Ruler's over there with you guys.
Yeah,
Fuck,
you all hear this, yeah.
Okay, I'm coming along then. Why not?
I'm gonna tag along as well. Why not?
Oh, you're gaming.
Engineering.
All right.
Awakens from his hour-long sleep.
Yeah, as I'm assuming as the group approaches the tree line outside, Archibald's gonna look over.
For
his shoulder and be
thousands of years, I lay in torment.
Archibald's gonna look over his shoulder and be like, oh, hey guys, yeah, just keep like. He's gonna kind of do the math in his head from last time, be like 8 feet. I'll give this like 8 feet. This thing's prone to exploding.
What are you? No. Why did you do this now? We weren't ready yet.
What do you mean? I got this. Besides, like fucking, it's like I had a bone to pick.
I've been having weird dreams recently. Is Archibald turning red?
So, hey guys, listen. I just came in. What's going on? Oh my goodness gracious, your hands!
Helios is just like holding Archibald. Like Archibald is holding the orb. Helios has now picked up Archibald and is like moving from the tree line to the group. So we're not in the woods anymore.
Oh yeah, it's like, yeah, man, it's like, I'm good. Also,
What do you mean you're good?
It's like, also, we should. He's gonna try to heal us. Like, we should probably stay outside and away from any walls.
Henry,
should
if
throw
I'm
that
dreaming,
fucking
say
orb
something
away.
smart.
What?
If I'm dreaming, say something smart.
And hearing like we should throw the orb away, Archibald's just gonna kind of
Oh
like
shit, I'm not dreaming!
flip the orb upside down and be like, well, that's not gonna happen. Just show that it's just like it's just stuck to his hands.
And please go outside. I will start pushing people outside.
I think we should quarantine Archibald here before we...
Wait.
Wait. Hold on,
He's gonna
guys.
test my ego. I'm the most egotistical person I know.
No, mine's bigger. Anyways.
Hold up. If Archibald is like freezing over, I'm gonna look at this and just slowly reach for my sickle, just like I think I got
See, it
this.
stops.
I'm gonna You just see Victor reach for his sickle. Just
Holds
nice.
Archibald above everybody's head.
Yeah, honestly, he said I have an hour, so it's like, you know.
What, an hour to live, you goddamn possum?
No, I think I just have to.
You're turning into a gem. I know you have a big ego, but damn, this is too much.
I mean, it's just the palms of my hands. Like, I'm pretty sure this is just a, hey man, like, you're in for it, you can't run away sort of situation.
And if you fail? Have you considered that for a second?
I mean,
That's why I brought you along.
listen, worst case
I
scenario, I gotta chop his arms off and you'll have to, well, be counting coins with his stubs.
I know I'm magic, but I can't fix you if you turn into a statue. That's permanent. That's forever.
I mean, at least strike a pose if that's gonna happen.
He's gonna look over to Victor and be like, see, he gets it.
No, I don't. It's just something to remember you by. Listen, if you turn into a statue, I can carry you around like a memorable statue. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be on my wall.
What happens in an hour? I have not been privy to any sort of information.
Well,
about
We don't know. We don't
feels a
know.
lot
We
like
genuinely.
just-
We do
You
not
said you
know.
were
Archibald.
challenged.
We don't know.
Yeah,
He didn't say
no,
shit.
no.
Over a
the
dragon god's
Archibald
mind.
does-
It's fine.
What? You get taken over by a Chardalon.
Nah. It's just like a sliver of his mind.
No.
It's not the actual dude. It's like a.
But you get
It's like
taken-
a lock on a door.
but you get
The lock on
taken
the door,
over.
like yells at you.
Alright, new question. What do you need to do in 1 hour?
I don't know. I think just not die.
You're telling me. Oh, dear God. You know,
It just
can I
it feels a lot. Look, like it feels a lot like just any magically infused object that you kind of have to like link up to. You know?
No.
Like this. It's like, you know, like the like my new coat. And so he's gonna go to like pull the hood up, to like pull up the hood on the coat, and then realize like, oh. And he's gonna use his tail to like flip it up, and he's like, and do the Cloak of Elvenkind thing to kind of blend a little bit. And like, see? It's like it's gotta kind of sync up.
Hey, Jen.
Hello.
How bad is this?
Yeah, how bad it-
Ruler
like, genuinely-
can Ruler look
It's
over
not
it?
that bad.
Anyone who wants to see how bad this is, roll me an either Arcana check or Insight check.
Insider Arcana.
Hold on.
I'm giving
You-
guidance to someone.
Oh, I
got
got
shit in terms of insight.
I got a 17.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
come
you.
on! I got
Guidance.
disadvantage!
Okay.
Arcana, right?
Arcana or Insight, your choice.
I forgot, I have disadvantage from now on. I hate myself.
Very good.
23 plus 4, so 27 for Ruler.
I got 27 Arcana.
For the record, this is not a scaling
Wait,
DC.
that's 23.
It is not a scaling DC, so as long as we pass, it's fine.
Yep. So yeah, you're not gonna suffer the consequences of 5 people roll Arcana and suddenly DC is 30. Okay.
I mean, I can get it to 30.
I am, for flavor reasons and like and all that, gonna refrain from rolling for Archibald.
Makes sense.
Good idea.
He's in. He's already in. Like, he already decided. He's just
He's
like
locked in.
Like I gotta like I've got plans and stuff like that. Like he's got stuff in the works to make this.
Oh,
work.
boy.
Basically, like tip the scales.
So, how bad is this? Let me double check that Archibald has the feature to help him out with this. Please tell me you do. You do. That's
Yes.
good. All right. You know what? So,
Like I said, he's been making preparations and they finally come to fruition. His
So-
bag of tricks has expanded.
15s. Etch, Helius, you're both a little worried. Like, that's a lot of hubris speech right there. So you're not sure exactly, but definitely, you know, Archibald would not do something unless he was certain like it would succeed. You remember back from the lake that if he feels like something is not feasible, he voices his opinion on that. So he believes certainly that he's got this, and he has studied the orb's power, like, to that extent. Victor, same. You also think that, in terms of his study, he definitely has thought about doing this beforehand. Ruler, 23.
Victor thinks if this
20.
is bad, he's gonna have to cut off Archibald's hand.
It's a 27.
27.
Yeah.
You will notice the orb is very magically powered. You will notice that Archibald has a bunch of his tools at the ready, even though his hands are like crystallized on the orb.
Got them opposable backhands.
Yeah, you can see that he is prepped. You also know that the orb's magical ward probably must have not been either that strong to begin with or has deteriorated over time because the power of the orb in front of you is not... Well, it definitely should not be able to house a Shardalon, or if it houses a shard of his consciousness, it must not be that imposing. Still dangerous, but probably enough that Archibald has a good chance of surpassing it. So I hope that helps as the orb shifts from its red hue at the halfway point of the hour to...
What? I thought we had more time.
Excuse me?
Oh, it takes time to observe the orb and sort of take notes on it.
Yeah,
But 30 minutes?
He's like, yeah, man, I got this. Like, it's all good.
Because he
He's
had
gonna
started,
he's
and
gonna
then
use his
Helius
tail to pull his
had...
cottage cheese to be like, hey, you bring your freezer, like your cooler.
Because Helius, like, he had started, and then it probably took, like, a bit of time for Helius to pick up Archibald, run back over, get everybody.
Yeah, I'm giving
And
you
then
all a
wait for
generous,
this to
like,
happen.
10 to 20 minutes to
Okay.
observe this.
Jen,
Hello.
as ruler, is there anything I can do to try to help magically in this? Because I am a proficient-ish wizard.
If you have spells that could help, this will be a check that Archibald has to pass. If you have any spells that grant advantage or a bonus to a check, yes, that magic would be useful.
Anybody got enhanced ability?
True strike.
I have absolutely no idea what Henry could really do in this situation, though. That's the
That's
thing.
you
Maybe
know
something involving the hands.
I wanted you to wait to do this so I could get enhance ability, but I don't have it.
you know what?
It's all been calculated for.
Helius, with a protection from evil and good, you know what? I'll allow the roll to be made at advantage for Archibald. That's a very cool suggestion. I like that. Vicious mockery!
Yo, you punk ass dragon god! What's your stuck in an orb, huh, motherfucker?
Can I suggest something that might be interesting or weird?
Yes.
Wait.
So
Suggest?
no.
I suggest you can win, Archibald.
Ruler, what are
So you're saying that the magic is what's keeping a Shardalon able to actually do this challenge, right?
the whatever echo of him is in the orb, yes.
Is it possible to weaken it through dispel magic?
I'll allow it.
Okay. Memorize spell so I can switch out spells so I can get dispel magic.
Yep, Ruler, you settle down, start pouring through your spell book to find arcane magic that dispels energies, and you're like, okay, I need to quickly relearn this. Oh boy.
I will cast Dispel Magic while she does this at 4th level.
Alright. Gonna mark down the DC. Is there anything anyone else wants to do before... Well, what happens?
I don't know what Henry can do, but I have a fury. I want Henry to bring out one of his little daggers, one of his little swords. Can he poke at the orb?
Of course.
With the sword.
Yeah, you poke at the orb. Poke.
I love how everyone else is like, I'll enhance Archibald's abilities to with magic. It's like I will weaken the. It's like the orb itself and its magical properties. I'm gonna poke it.
Henry
So-
poke with a stick.
You poke it with a dagger. Something interesting. No matter how hard you poke it, with how much force, it doesn't move easily and it leaves no dent on the orb. In addition, every time you poke the orb, Archibald gets a funny little feeling of sort of like an electricity jolt through his hand, like the part that is crystallized. It's a little ooh, okay, I can feel that. That's weird.
Oh, that's tingling.
Okay, wait. What if I strike the hell out of this thing, though, Archibald?
Like, I'd rather you don't.
Maybe we can figure this out. I'm gonna smack the orb with the blade with a bit of force.
Sure.
I'm gonna move my hands out of the way, like move it out of the way.
What's it called? The reaction jolt test, whatever. Just use hammer on the knee.
Make an attack roll then. As you strike.
Test.
I'll do it with my short sword. It's with disadvantage, Arch, but it's not like it's gonna do much.
Yep. Tasty.
I'm
So
so tired.
you lift the sword.
I don't think it's at disadvantage because an attack roll's not an ability.
No, my exhaustion.
He's exhaustion.
My exhaustion.
3 levels.
No, wait,
two
I thought it was
levels give disadvantage on attacks.
3, I believe he's on, so he should be.
No, I was on 2, I
Well, he
think.
Oh,
was,
you're
he
on
was
two.
at
Yeah,
5
he was on
and
two,
then
yeah.
reduced by 3.
Then
Oh, I don't have a disadvantage on attack rolls. I just checked. I have like the condition for exhaustion up right here.
Very
yeah.
good.
I should...
Then that's a 22. So, as you try to get the orb away, you're like, what are you doing? Whack with the sword, and as the sword whacks the orb, is it a magical blade?
No, it's just a simple short sword. Nothing
Very
crazy.
Very good. The sword hits the orb, and a crack appears on the blade.
Oh!
You're gonna be like,
May I suggest something?
Oh, what is it, Etch?
Is Archibald like turning into crystal, or is like crystal like consuming him?
You can see
no,
that
it's
he's
just my
cold.
hands are stuck to it.
Yeah, his hands are stuck to it.
Like
Okay,
glue.
I have an
Like
idea.
just
Okay.
the palms of my
Etch is
hands
going
and
to
fingertips.
grab Archibald. Activate the frost rune. And then and pull.
It's like, I'm good. It's like I am good. Like it's literally, it's like just have to wait for a bit.
Little man, I don't think we're gonna find you out to be a fucking glorified piece of gold here.
Well, one, I'd be Jade. 2, we don't even know that that's what happens. This is just a, hey man, you made a challenge and you're starting.
Wait, actually,
no taking
scratch
back.
that. Actually, scratch that. I have a different idea.
What's the idea, Etch?
Could I use this? Wait, never mind.
I'll go
Actually,
ahead and just say out of
scratch all that.
character. Please don't try to forcefully rip Archibald's arms off from the orb.
I know.
This
Okay.
is literally out of character. This is the attunement process.
Okay. Never mind. I'll ignore me.
Yeah, okay. Ruler.
I appreciate the sentiment, but like, if you do that, you're
Yeah.
gonna have to do this.
Yeah.
Well, you owe me a
Ruler.
new blade then, Archibald.
Ruler.
No,
That's perfect.
funny about that. As it cracks, you just see Victor just lightly just pinch the blade. It's just you'd see it just like regenerate, like back the crack, like into nothingness.
Oh, thank God, that's impressive. All right, Henry's backing off.
Ruler, you finish the memorization of the spell. The spell magic is once again up. The spell magic has been cast on the orb, so it has already been reduced in its potency. It might not reduce it further if you cast the spell.
Would I be able to figure out if I could or not?
With
You
your
said it was a DC.
yeah, with your very high Arcana check, I'll say not without you rolling your own check. I will have to ask for an intelligence check to sort of like surpass the orb even farther because the casting has already been done. It's already been afflicted.
Oh no, the intelligence character has to make an intelligence check.
Yes.
Wow.
At this point, Jen, just ask for the check. You know she's not gonna not do the check.
If you want to.
She's a tabletop player.
Hey, it's a spell slot. You don't know.
Opportunity to roll dice? What?
Yeah, do you want to cast Dispel Magic? It will be a check to try to dispel it even further.
Archibald, Helius, would you be so kind as to help me with this?
I can do my best.
Like, yeah, you gonna try to rip my arms off?
No. I'm going to see if I can dispel some of the wards that are making him potent. I want to show him that he isn't the only great wizard around.
Archibald will hold his hands out and then just kind of motion with his tail for Helius to hold him out.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm basically asking for Flash of Genius and guidance in this.
I'm
Yeah, I got
concentrating on
fucking-
protection from evil and good.
Oh,
the
could
only
you-
reason why.
Could you cast guidance and then cast protection from evil and good?
If Jen will
Guidance
let
is
me, I
a
can do
reaction. right?
Is guidance even
Guidance is
concentration?
guidance.
Yeah, his updated
I don't know what
version's
the
not
new guidance
concentration
is, because guidance before was a concentration spell, but I don't know what the new rule about guidance is.
I think the new one's just a reaction, right, Jen?
Sorry, can you repeat the
Guidance.
question? Guidance is a reaction,
Reaction.
Yep.
Not concentration?
no concentration.
Yep, I looked at it just now.
Okay.
Yeah, it has been updated so that you can spam it.
Okay, slay. Then yeah, I'll give you guidance.
Right.
Yeah, and I can use
Sadly, I do not have advantage, but I can try to see what I can do.
You should be. Oh.
Can I get a reroll?
Oh.
No,
Yes, I am down to
we-
give a group inspo for this.
We have 9.
I would rather not find out the bad thing that happened.
We have
Yeah,
9.
I wanna
know though. I kind of wanna.
Alright, I'm gonna.
I'd rather
Take the group
Archibald's
inspo.
hands don't
Take the group
explode.
inspo. Reroll this, not one.
Do it.
Okay.
It's another now.
If you want
swear
to.
God.
Oh my.
God.
Can I? Hey Jen,
Yeah.
Jen, can I please leave
I'll
this game?
honestly-
Can I resign?
I'll give you my personal inspiration I was holding on to, if you want.
I'll allow
Because
it.
I was holding on to it for this job.
I'll allow it.
How much group inspiration do we have?
We had 9. We had 9.
I would suggest you
No, we had
use the
8.
group
Here, you
inspo.
crazy?
Yeah, go ahead and just use the personal one I was holding on to.
Right, 3 times a
Helius already gave
charm.
me
Oh please.
All right.
Okay.
16.
So
and
16, a D4, a plus 5, and another
21.
D6.
There, yes, please
Like,
roll them.
it's like a.
Alright, can you roll the D4?
so already at 25, so 27.
Jesus Christ.
That beats the DC of 23. You reach with the dispelling magic, and as it surges from you, Helius extends a hand. A flash of light bolsters your spell. Archibald.
Yeah, the flash of brilliance from Archibald is like he's kind of watching it, and as like the glyphs are kind of popping up and like kind of rotating around the surface of the orb, he's just gonna kind of like turn his hands to keep it facing like the right direction.
And as the magic cracks through the word, breaking it, the DC of the spell of the check has been reduced even further to such a low check that if Archibald fails, well, that's probably going to be very sad and very fun at the same time.
I'm down for it. What's the DC there, bud?
You'll find out when you're ready to begin the process of the check.
I've been ready. This is all just pomp.
Let's
go. Yeah.
Da, 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 da,
Alright.
da.
Yeah. Archibald's been ready for this. This is all extra on top of that. He was expecting way worse conditions.
Alright, let's see.
I believe in
Archibald.
you. You
At
better
the-
believe it.
By the end of the hour, the orb
It's like
turns dark.
it's like we're all like holding out, extending your energy so you can perform the spirit bomb. Alright,
Archibald's gonna look at
character
the orb
out.
get dark and be like, "Hey, check this out, guys! Fucking like, check this scare tactic out."
And as the orb turns dark, a thin red line opens like an eye staring at you, and your mind is assaulted instantaneously by the personality of an echo of a very dead emperor. I want you to make me a charisma check, please.
Check or save?
Check.
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. They're both at 1. And I have advantage.
Wait, where's the? Oh,
Oh gosh, that was
I
not
was
one.
freaking out a little because it wasn't showing.
Oh
Right.
Jesus, the polar
Alright.
opposites.
16, and I will flash of brilliance myself by fucking tapping into my egotistical, trickster spirit. And like, as that eye opens up and starts looking at me, I'm gonna like over-exaggeratedly like turn my head to the side and stick my eye right up to it, like staring back.
21. Does anyone
I'm
want to do
assuming
anything else to increase that roll?
I was gonna say, yeah. Thanks.
So
So
4,
25.
5. You cannot suggest the orb. The orb is beyond suggestion. As you peer back into the orb, the force of personality that challenges you quickly withdraws. A worthy holder. The power is yours. The price as well. Your hands shift from
what?
your powers shift from jade back to their normal hue. You attune to the jade orb of dragonkind, Cainyad's prison, and while you're also attuned this way, jade like shards grow from the edges of your fur.
Oh god, I'm turning into a porcupine.
That's all I was gonna say.
Your next step in evolution, my friend.
Use evolving.
There is great
So
power.
under his breath, he's gonna be like, it's like new hold. He's like, yeah, you fucking bitch.
A new hand touches the beacon.
There is great power in an orb of dragonkind. I will give you the handout for it. I will put us back into the foggy music.
Hands, digital hands are extended.
This is the Jade Orb of Dragonkind, Cainyad's prison.
Oh, I didn't even. I thought this thing was just smooth.
Nope.
Wow, it's way fucking cool, more badass looking than I thought.
It is a wondrous artifact that requires attunement. There is information that I've not given you regarding this orb because yes, it's an artifact.
I was about to say, it's like, oh, an artifact. And I was like, wait, don't. It's like artifacts have a thing.
While you use your action, you can cast the Note of Clarity cantrip from it. While you're attuned to the orb, you can cast a 3rd level spell of Dispel Magic, and after you cast the spell, you roll a d6. On a roll of 1 to 5, you can't cast it again until next dawn. While attuned to the orb, you're deafened when you are more than 10 feet away from it.
I'm never putting this down. This is like getting strapped to my back.
Before using any of the orb's properties as an action, you must use a bonus action to whisper a secret to it. Either you or another willing creature within 5 feet of you can whisper a secret this way as part of this action. The subject takes 1d4 psychic damage after whispering a secret that way. For every action you take, the orb takes a secret as recompense.
So every time I want to use the orb, I have to I have to tell it something. Okay.
Yep. And there's a bunch of spells that the orb can cast. It has 7 charges. It can cast Cure Wounds, 5th level version, for 3 charges. Daylight, Death Ward, Scrying, and you can also use it to cast Detect Magic for free. It also has a final ability, Call Dragons. While you control the orb, you can basically channel it as a telepathic call to all dragons within 40 miles of you. They will come to you specifically, and bear in mind, they don't have to. They are quite probably going to be hostile to you if they do so.
Yeah, but that also just means that we can just set a massive fucking trap.
Indeed. There is a caveat. It can't be used again for 1 hour. That targets all dragons.
Yeah, I mean, we just make it a really big trap.
Huh, why is there a dragon-sized claymore out in the open?
Right? Huh. What's this, like, 50 foot by 50 foot, it's like square box full of all these things, pieces of paper strapped to the, like, taped to the walls?
Oh, there's a comically large box with a comically large stick. Oh, what's this string leading all the way into the forest?
As you're holding the orb, Cainyad's voice rings from it, rather hollow, but much more clearly in your mind. Ah! A new hand, at last, touches the orb, and I feel not the influence of a Shardalon.
Yeah, I scared him.
Excellent. Very well done. Now we can begin the process of preparing to, well, cause as much damage to the dragon's prophecy as we can. Yes. Yes, indeed. There is much that needs to be done.
Prophecy?
Yes. To summarize. There is a nation of dragons within your world. That nation of dragons desires to call forth dragons from other worlds, other planes of existence to your own. To create a storm from which they would conquer the multiverse. As you may not know...
They are using obsidian monoliths?
Obsidian monoliths. Yes. Though more accurately, they would be called obelisks.
Yeah, and he's gonna look to... Archibald's gonna lean over to the room and be like, I already asked if we could just break them, and you said they would probably be too hard, so I mean...
Quite probably, indeed. They cannot truly be broken unless they are designed to break. Which is not good. Needless to say. Nevertheless, there must be an obelisk within this region. If the nation of dragons plans on using it, it must be recovered, and it must be either destroyed or put in a safe place that it never sees the light of day again, or until they
Well, I mean, technically it's
start.
not seeing the light of day right now.
That is the
At the
problem.
bottom of the lake.
That's the problem. The nation will stop at nothing to retrieve it. If it is in the bottom of the lake, it is likely their agents are already there. You already have mentioned that their youngest had been returned, and if the nation is active, that means their agents are as well. Time must be of the essence. But for them to have taken time to fulfill this, that means that their forces are few and limited. They might be able to fulfill their plans in 5, 10, 50, or 100 years. But vigilance begins today. And every day we use up, well, you use up, you know best how to.
Hey,
I was going to be like, I mean, this fucking plan this, like, a Charlatan made can't be that great if it's taken multiple centuries to get it, like, barely started.
Indeed. Mind you, Ashadolon never was the brightest of the ruinous powers of his time. He was
Hey,
only the
Jen.
strongest. Yes.
I assume that he tells us about everything that he's pretty much said word to word to Archibald, right?
Yeah. Oh, you can hear it.
Oh, I'm saying, like beforehand when he was talking to Archibald and explained like the Zatch thing and about like actually telling us about the prophecy and the fate
Yeah,
stuff. Or does he not
he just
mention that?
summarized it in front of you anyhow.
I'm asking for the specific wording of it, or he doesn't say any of the specific wording that we mentioned last time.
For warding for what? Obsidian?
For like the Zatch situation and the dragons being quote unquote reborn, as well as the fate thing being important.
Yeah, he's repeating himself, yes.
Okay. Because Ruler has a question then if he does.
Yep.
Was there a white dragon that worked close to Ashardalon?
There were many dragons that worked close to Ashardalon. I would imagine so.
That was enslumbered possibly.
Archibald's gonna kind of give a little bit of side eye to Ruler and be like, "You asking if an ancient dragon is single?"
No. I would describe the personality of the white dragon that I met.
A thousand apologies. I believe that it must have been, but the only dragons I ever truly had an eye and ear upon were Ashardalon's confidence within his society. What you describe sounds like one of his most powerful hunters, which alas, I didn't have easy access to. They lived outside his empire's provinces. As mentioned, they hunted. Their favorite sport were the generals of Ashardalon's enemies. I'm sorry. Wait.
No.
No, perhaps there is a chance I can find that information. Yes. Yes, perhaps there is. The shards that you have been using to quell the power of Ashardalon, they do so by feeding information into the orb. The shards themselves are cracked parts of other orbs. Their knowledge is absorbed into this contraption. But I am within it, and thus I might be able to discern more. If you find any more such shards, perhaps there might be knowledge of Ashardalon's most trusted within. Yes, that should work.
And what did you mean by all that destiny talk and fate?
Allow me to explain. In the ages past, there were 9 ruinous powers. They shaped this universe, and to a portion, the world you stand upon. But in shaping the universe, they created life that they toyed with, and in desperation, life calls for aid to all forms of power that may listen, and the gods saw the twinkling desire for hope in the vastness of the void they hid themselves, and thus the gods came to this land, and waged war. However, the powers were the masters of their universe. They could not be beaten by outsiders, so mortals and gods came to a concession. Destiny would be the aiding hand that mortals needed. Thus were the first anchors of destiny made, whose destiny, mind you, was to kill the ruinous powers. I believe untold numbers of them perished, but in time so did their enemies, for they were, in truth, impossible to get rid of. With every anchor of destiny that perished, another would rise again in time. With power to boot. Power that belonged to no god or mortal. Not really. A covenant was made, and I am not privy to the details of it. I believe only...
It sounds to me like somebody just fucked with the, with the rules.
Quite
So-
true.
What they are saying is that the anchors of destiny are supposed to be helping this prophecy come to fruition.
Oh, no. The anchors of prophecy were enemies of all ruinous powers.
I'm talking about this one, this prophecy. What do the anchors of destiny have to do with this prophecy?
That, my dear, is the mystery, is it not? As I recall, the last of the ruinous powers must be dead.
Well, Archibald's gonna kind of gesture to the orb and be like, well, I mean, like, dead, with, like, air quotation marks.
No,
It's like, I mean, it's kind of hard to get rid of things that can create universes, because, they can do that. Why can't they just
that
go
is
and make a new one?
that is the question, is it not? What does a tool that cannot be used to do? But in this case, the anchors of destiny, their power, their destiny is ended. So why do they exist? That I do not know. But I know one who does, and that is for another day to discuss. For now, the obelisk takes precedent. If the nation acquires it, untold catastrophe will befall this land, should their ritual commence. For it is a ritual that they will bring the dragons through. Probably you have time. I don't know how much, I don't know how long. But if you know what it is, I suggest you acquire it first. It is only prudent.
Yeah. How big are these obelisks, by the way? Because you keep saying acquire, like we can just pick this up with, like, one hand or some... But, like, when you say obelisk, it makes me think of, like, a big, towering hunk of stone, which, not the most portable.
Accurate. The obelisks, as I recall, were meant to resemble towers of black stone. I do not know how you would move it. That I do not know. Perhaps there might be some way.
We have an edge.
An edge?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can do that, but then it's just like, where the fuck do we put it?
Come again?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Apologies,
Like,
is that a
how
Warforged
big are
die?
these things?
Apologies, is that a Warforged I hear?
Indeed.
Yes, he is our friend.
Ah,
Etch gives a little wave.
tell me,
Greetings.
are you of sound mind? Apologies if the question seems prudent, or rather...
Sound mind? I believe so.
Ah, very interesting. Very good. That is very good. Yes. Most likely you are the key to perhaps moving the obelisk then. Excellent. Wondrous even.
Well, yes, I do have a means of increasing my size that would prove helpful in lifting such a large object.
Fantastic. Then you have the means. All that you require is the item. And besides, even if you do not acquire the obelisk, you still have the orb. Though my prison is regrettably my prison, it is also key to the prophecy's fulfillment. The nation needs it. Or rather, Shardolin does.
Oh yeah, like how is it in that orb anyhow? Like now that I'm like kind of like in charge of it, do you want like a bed, like maybe some furniture?
I fear you may not be able to influence my prison, for it is not a space. I am not within a room, as much as I am dissolved within. I am magic within the orb. Only my conscience, my memories, and my powers I can bestow upon you. That is what you draw upon whenever you use the orb.
I mean, shit, Plato eats your heart out. Goddamn.
As I mentioned, I'm a prisoner.
I mean, you say that, but like there was this one dude who was like really into thinking about stuff. Like what you just described is like what he described as his heaven. So I mean, like, sir, I mean, like, I don't know, maybe just, you know, it's about perspective.
I suppose it would be. I'll tell you, the isolation is crippling.
I want to test something.
Oh yeah, I guess part of that heaven was endless, infinite discussions with
What?
other people.
What would you like to test?
What kind of wizard were you again?
I was an abjuration specialist. A protector.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or
Interesting.
something like yeah, he was one of those types.
I am a demonologist specialist. I am a wizard as well.
A demonologist. Ah! You deal with the abyss?
I do.
Okay. Interesting. The servants of the chaos are... Well, they are as they are, and I will not judge them for that, any more than polite society will allow me to.
You know what, me and the other few are going to be in the back, you know, just waiting for our professions to be asked as well, because, you know, why not?
I am sorry. I just thought that I could ask him about his spellbook, maybe, if it is still around.
Oh,
He's a being of pure energy
my spell.
right now.
Where did I leave that?
Oh,
If
shit.
it still exists, well, it should be. It was enduring, meant to survive all manner of degradation. But you wouldn't be able to find it. I don't think that place would exist anymore if things happened as I think they did. Unless... Apologies for withdrawing. My spellbook, if it still exists, should be within the old capital. Shadowland had built a grand capital devoted to himself and his children. They spanned a region, a nigh continent entire.
Archibald's gonna pull his map out and be like, then just kind of move his finger to like one of the continents, be like, this one?
Oh no, young.
How about this one?
Uh,
This one.
He's as you move through the world map.
Yeah, it might look a little different, but like just context, like just like general, like, you know, which one do you think it turned into?
He, as you point around, he goes, "Oh, wait. Yes, I recognize the shape. Somewhere around here, I believe."
Ha! Ah, that's funny. That's really funny. That's where we're at, bro.
Well,
Yeah, that's where Your orb was here.
Do any ruins then perhaps exist of the old
Just
capital?
here do I see two of the same group on screen.
Like, I mean, yeah, there's like the underwater one with the obelisks, or it might be there. I mean, we haven't really seen too much out further, but we can look into like if there's any other old ruins. Did you have out of curiosity, like, is this like a sort of entire city gets buried over time and like other shit grows and gets built on top of it sort of situation?
A very good question.
If that's the case.
The short answer is yes.
Oh, okay. Did you have a lab?
I did not have a lab. I had a solid prison. A castle for myself, you could say.
I don't
Well, I mean, like, did you have like a study, like a, like a place that you did your work?
What self-respecting wizard does not?
Oh, okay.
Ruler?
I did not mean to be rude, but unless we have any more questions, I do think we need to start heading out.
Yes, indeed.
Tired. Can I take a nap while we're going?
Yeah. You can take a nap in the back seat.
All
You'll
right.
have to, share that with the kobolds, though.
Archibald,
Yeah.
can we cruise by that crash site so I can pick up a body?
Oh, yes, the body.
I mean, yeah, I know. I was planning on making a pit stop there anyhow to grab that there yonder, like scrap metal and stuff.
Much appreciated.
There's also another spot that I would like to stop in at. And yeah, I guess, do we just eat our breakfast and go?
I assume, yeah.
Yeah, you are very well. Then we move on. As you take hold of the orb, proud owner of orb, you start making your way back to Scheinheim.
But as we're heading out, I'll go and be like, hey, sleepyhead, to Henry.
Now what? What is it?
We left a couple things up in the room. You want to go grab them?
Yeah, I'll go get the trunk thing.
Oh, they already took that away. They're just propped up behind the door in the corner.
I'll go get it.
It's like, yeah, that's fucking. We left the greatsword and the armor up there.
Wait, greatsword?
It's
Said
alright.
he's a greatsword?
It's alright, Archibald. I'll go fetch it for him.
No.
You stay here and rest.
No, I need that greatsword.
Archibald's gonna lean over and be like, he had a rough day yesterday. Like, I don't think it was like he was either gonna fucking sniff that out with his fucking grabby hands anyhow. So it's like, let him get excited over this. Plus, it'll tire him out more and he'll sleep longer in the back seat.
Oh, we'll see about that later. Can Henry go back and collect the gear, including that sword?
Sure. I did also want to ask, who would take the sword? Seems like Henry is the proprietor?
Yeah, it's a great
sword of-
sword.
The sword of life leeching, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing how it, gives health, and knowing Henry's, stupidity, I think this would be perfect for him.
Yeah. Also, I think you're the only one who uses a greatsword.
What? I thought maybe Etch or some other fighter can actually be able to use it, but only Henry?
I mean, I could,
Wait.
but
You
I already
literally
have a magic
great-
weapon.
Yeah, we gotta be
Yeah,
balanced
you
here.
have,
We
great weapon
gotta
fighting
have our
stuff.
aesthetic, our aesthetic as fighters.
But yeah, we'll.
You're the. Oh, sorry. Go on.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say you're probably the only one in the fighter circle. I'm gonna refer to it as who has the strength to wield the great sword.
Fighter circle. That sounds like a book club. Anyways,
Well, welcome to it.
Yeah.
literacy gang.
Uh,
Anyways, Henry will go back to the keep and will collect the stuff and take the sword of life leeching for himself.
All right, guys. While he's distracted, let's go. Let's go. Everybody get it.
Is anyone else taking the Gavarian padded armor? Out of curiosity.
Oh,
Yeah, that
yes.
was the armor as well. Yeah.
Can I take that?
Yeah,
I
you
don't think I have actually any armor now. Henry's still walking around.
We ripped it off. You're still fucking pecs out, bro.
Yeah, Henry's good gamer muscles. Alright, can I take that too? Be no takers then. Oh.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else.
I can't wear it anyway.
Yeah,
You're just a big
They
cow
either
man. I
can't-
understand.
They either cannot wear it, or it's worse than what they have.
Hey, Archibald.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I want. Actually, speaking of taking items, you think I could have the last of the arrows of dragon slaying?
Yeah, I just
brain.
snagged one.
No, I'm taking 3. Not for though. I'll grab the other 2.
Yeah, take the other 2 because I'm taking one because I'm gonna try to make a formula from it.
You know, funny. The reason that I want this, because I may or may not have a +8 if I load it in.
Oh yeah, no, I got you. I'm gonna see about trying to make a formula from it because then it's just like I can just pass that formula off to people and that way we can just make more.
Hell yeah. They don't
Can
stand
I-
a chance.
Let's see. Can I add the sword of life leeching and that pad armor to my inventory?
Yes.
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah,
Yes.
you just have to.
I just don't know
copy
how to add items. Let me just try something here.
In your equipment, you'll have to just add it and just put the name.
I'll do that.
Wait.
I'll do that for Henry. No worries.
you'll have
I'm
to let
doing
me
that
know.
right now. I'm
Oh.
doing the sword of life leeching.
Uh,
Do you know how many pounds is the leeching sword?
It's a great sword. So
It's a great story, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so just 6 pounds then. Damn,
But,
Henry's carrying 31 pounds of equipment.
And that's a good thing you got strength.
I
So
mean-
while that's happening, we'll stop by and grab like a body and scrap metal and stuff from the Rex side, I guess. Jim?
Sure.
Does that
Can
go
I
off
also-
without a hitch?
Ruler?
Can I also take some time to inscribe a spell in my spellbook?
Of course. As you travel, yeah. So travel time is also technically downtime per se, but only for very small activities like that. So you could absolutely like scribe a spell.
I set up a blacksmith forge in the back of the cart.
Speaking of which, are you flying or are you on the ground?
We'll fly.
Sure. Flight will make this faster. So
Yeah,
you.
we'll get there, grab that stuff, and then once we've finished grabbing the stuff from the Rex site, just let me know.
So as you move, it takes you about half the time you used to fly. There's like 2 hours to reach the crash site. Crash site. English. I hate it. You see it in the distance. The wreckage is on the ground. Charred earth around it. No corpses visible as you're descending.
Oh.
Aw, man.
Actually, wait, I got an idea then.
You look,
When
like,
we-
yeah, I think the wild animals may have gotten to there first.
Henry kind of just wakes up from his little nap. Well, why not do that hunt? I'll go find one then. You know-
You can. Don't worry, we're going someplace else that'll be better for that.
What, a graveyard?
What? No, for
Ah.
hunting.
Alright.
I guess we'll kind of hover around and kind of hover like in a circle around it to just check for anybody hiding inside or anything like that.
Investigation check if you're looking around. Or perception, I suppose, depends on what you want. Those
I
of,
want investigation.
those of you anyone can really look, by the way. So if anyone else wants to jump on the opportunity to just look around the wreck, you can do so.
With investigation, right?
Investigation or perception?
Perception.
The wreck.
The wreck.
B-Rag.
I have information to give about the wreck.
I forgot I still have disadvantage. Well, I'm in pain.
Woo! It's a
Oh,
good
yeah.
investigation. It's a good
Nice.
perception. So,
And with that guidance, that goes up to a 32. So, like, what did that earthworm on the ground there eat this morning, Jen?
so as you're looking around, first thing to note, this wreck has been scavenged clean. Like someone came here, like, with a crit, literally a day ago, and not just a single person, like a group of people came here and took up practically as much as they could carry from this place.
Do I see the rock that I dropped that has the image that said property of Archibald anywhere?
Yes, indeed you do. And you will notice someone has written underneath it, not anymore. With like,
Motherfucker!
yeah, with like charcoal.
He's gonna It's like he's going to copy it as best as possible into his notebook, the handwriting.
Yes. What you will notice, however, most of the corpses have moved. Not by dragging. You see that parts of the ground where the corpses were, I'll say, Ruler, with your high investigation and academic skill set, traces of necrotic energy lingers where the corpses were, like on their outlines, and on their footsteps as the corpses have moved on their own. As
Like
for
skeletons?
undead,
Zombies?
probably. Etch, with your very high perception, in the distance you can actually see one of those corpses that is currently shambling by, sort of standing in the middle of the woods. It's one of the hobgoblins, sort of like hunched forward, one arm missing from the body, the other arm holding onto a blade, and it's sort of like staring up at a little squirrel on a branch.
We are being watched.
Oh, by who?
One of the, I hesitate to say one of the survivors of the wreck, but
You're fucking kidding me.
someone who was certainly present for the wreck.
Like, oh,
Maybe that captain live or something? Hold on.
yeah, he does not look good. That's for sure. No,
I can't see the fucking thing. What is it? Someone describe this thing.
Etch points in the direction of the hobgoblin.
Motherfuckers, I thought we fucking finished them off.
oh no, we definitely did.
No.
That man is missing an arm. Like,
Yeah,
What the hell?
they turned them undead.
Son of a bitch. I don't think you could use an undead corpse at all, can you?
so he's gonna look at the rock with the handwriting on it and be like, well, I mean, they can read and write, so do you think this is like evil necromancer or like more, or it's probably more likely it's the House of Life, right? Or sorry,
Would you like
House of
to?
Death.
Would you like to go check it out?
Yeah. We make a pit stop over there, and I think is that actually, Jen, is that in the direction of, because the place I wanted to go after this, where it'd be better for Henry to do some hunting.
I'll tell you right now, the person who was here, they went back on the main road.
I feel like...
Yeah, this is just a leftover dude. They forgot to, disenchant.
As for the corpses, if you venture that direction, you will find a couple more further in. Past that, are you approaching the corpses? Like what corpse? Well, the Walking Dead.
Ruler would like to.
All right. Sure. As you approach, the corpse turns to you. Its slack jaw hanging loosely from its body, its eyes sort of burning with a... You can see the eyes are still in the skull sockets. They have this little tinge of purple energy that flares as its eyes move towards you and then dies out again as it stares, returning to a dull white. You... I remember you.
No, you don't.
Wait a minute, are they gonna remember Henry shenanigans? I'll be damned.
It's sort of like standing in the middle of the woods looking back at Ruler from a distance.
Yeah, before this turns into a whole thing, I think just gonna pull like a straight up Walking Dead thing. It just... Yeah, we're not gonna risk that. We're just gonna use the vehicle's ranged weapon to just blow those zombies' legs off.
Sure. Make an attack.
Sec to pull up Flappy Meckle.
Of course. "21 hits, absolutely. Roll damage as you, as the Mekal turns its weapon and fires into the middle of the woods, poof, poof, striking for 13 force. Absolutely fails the DC, and it is pinned in place as the bolt strikes through the leg. It impales it on the spot.
Yeah, it's like...
Now, now, just a quick question here, Archibald. Why'd we have to, cripple the undead? Good head slice would be enough.
Look, man, I don't know about you, but like,
You got a bad feeling about this? Because I got a bad feeling about
well, I
this.
mean, like we got like a good number of the corpses there. We got a couple over here. It's like I'd rather not make a ruckus outside of like potentially someone strong enough to raise undead, like house in the
But
woods.
how many God forbid how many people were in the ship when we, completely destroyed it. Last time I checked was over a dozen people.
Is this like animate dead spell
As,
or something stronger?
As like it is standing there impaled, its head turns briefly towards the Macal and then returns to Ruler. Make an Arcana check.
Okay. 26.
You can tell that magic is at play here, not in the same way that you know it.
Hmm.
There's a reason for that. This undead is sentient.
Oh. So its soul is still here.
No, its soul is not here. It's
Oh.
sentient, but it's soulless.
Sentient but soulless.
Simply stands there as it is impaled with one leg to the ground.
Yeah. It's like, is that kind of sort of like what the contract is for the House of Death?
Not in the slightest, no. The House of Death has a different contract, but you need to talk to them to find out more about that, unless if you make like a DC 25 history check.
Would I have any point of reference to what this can be whatsoever?
Ruler? No. I'm gonna say no. Well...
From Magania, I'd resurrect
I
things that
think
are
it's
dead
I
already.
think it's fair that you would know, so make a history check.
Okay.
Like it's fair that, considering that it's Magania, yeah, probably they would have studied on the subject. Excellent.
We got like a.
Nice.
So what is it? We got like a pet cemetery situation going on?
So,
I'm pretty sure I know, Jen.
there's an effect in the world known as the reanimating curse. Corpses that are left unattended and not blessed by anyone or put to rest, well, they return from the dead. Sometimes they do so with memories of their previous life, resembling who they were before they died. Sometimes they don't. One thing is certain, these things are practically eternal. Strike them down, they curse the place they die upon to return again. So it's essentially
So
a
we
blight.
need a lot of holy water.
Yeah, it's essentially a
So-
blight.
What is needed to stop them? They just need to be killed and then blessed.
They need someone to restore either the bodies or the land with a ritual. The process is divine in nature. You would need either a person blessed by a god or a celestial power, or a priest, or a paladin.
Maybe I one or two of those.
Yes.
Val, can you come over here, please?
Hey, Val, Helius, we fucked up.
What's happening?
Would you two perform rites for them and for the land to unblight them and the land?
Gonna lean over and be like, "Do you remember us?" It's like we gotta get rid of the evidence.
I mean, I can try. It's not really something I typically do. I tend to land, but
Val, are you are a priest from
Reading.
yeah.
Yeah, man, you're on
should be
great
able-
terms with your god, right?
Funeral rites can't become undead. Takes ceremony. I don't have any class abilities or spells that explicitly do this. Can I do it anyway?
Yeah, it will require a religion check to perform the ritual. As you're approaching the reanimated corpse, it shifts its focus to you, Val.
Very well then. Religion check.
We got. Yay, guys.
18.
Yay.
Plus 1.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining. It's just like,
So
it's
one.
like, oh, all we gotta do is bless this guy. Just fucking peace be with you.
So as you go, there is one thing that has to happen first. The corpse must be dead. So as you're approaching it and start performing the ritual, it regards you rather lifelessly, yet its voice echoes still. Did my first death not satisfy you? Must you kill me again?
Oh damn, he's like here. Like he's
I
actually.
mean,
like...
I could grant him a swift death, but that's what he wants.
Well, hold on. Like actually, no, this guy's like here. Like he's like all there in the head.
No,
Like-
his soul isn't here. He just has very small past memories. That is all. This is not actually him.
I like that didn't sound like small past like just small past memory. Hey man, what's your favorite food?
I remember you.
Yeah. Sorry about that, but like, I'm just determining whether or not like, do you want to die again, or do you want to just like live peacefully as an undead?
I don't think I don't want to get into the ethics of this.
Can I
Everything's
just
considered?
Can I just shadow dagger them so they would
Yeah, I'll be
have
like,
swift
man,
death?
like,
Sure.
like, do you crave brains, or are you like cool?
I do the thing.
Yeah, you Shadow Dagger. As he goes to respond, we'll see what happens. Do the Shadow Dagger.
Okay.
Yep. You do need to hit him. Yeah, absolutely. And I believe that fucks him up a bit more because he ignores necrotic, right? Yeah. Thunk! Before he can even respond, a pair of Shadow Daggers cleave into the Hobgoblin corpse, and it collapses to the ground.
And I'll do the rest for the rest of them so Vel can bless them.
Alright. The rest are not that peaceful.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Archibald kind of just waddles back to the thing, like, with his hands up. I mean, shit, they say that I don't do my due diligence before killing people. Like, goddamn.
However, I'll say, considering they are literally just zombies, they fall as well, to avoid having a combat encounter worth of 30 minutes for nothing.
Yeah, and just for the record, Phil's not feeling too conflicted over this. They were pirates that attacked unwarranted.
Yep. With your previous check, you can bless their corpses, which takes the form of a ritual of prayer. You will require to use holy water if you have it.
Do we have it?
I have it. I have holy water.
Ah, yes. I should make some more the next time we have downtime.
Hmm? Yep, you douse the corpses with the dusting of holy water, scribe a sigil of whichever god you feel works best for the scenario.
I'll do Tyr.
Yep. And by
We'll
Tyr's
casting ceremony.
by Tyr's justice, the corpse is burnt away from this world, never to return. Most of you will see it taking the form of holy fire, burning away the remnants of the corpse completely, including like what it is wearing and holding on to. And it takes a bit of time before you go throughout each corpse. As the corpses dissolve, they leave behind an acrid purple smoke that quickly like flies away out of view.
Did the purple thing have anything to do with the blight, or is it something else?
Probably related.
Mm-hmm.
As the corpses fade away, the ground underneath them seems to vibrate with this holy energy for a few brief moments, as the grass itself turns a bit more vibrant green, but each corpse is dissolved, and they will not return again.
Nice. So
Yeah,
we
so
are.
I just got back from a huge road trip. I'm a little out of it.
No, that's okay. So we
No
are
worries.
going. We want to be fighting the turbulent today, or we need to do other stuff today, just so I know what to
Yeah, we gotta
prepare.
figure that out. Just gotta make a quick pit stop before we get back to Scheinheim.
Alright, I'll use one. Actually, no, the corpse is already gone. Okay.
I mean, not all of them.
You will find, as you're looking around also, by clearing the corpse of one of the dead, that had killed what appears to be a young wolf.
Aw, puppy.
Dead puppy.
Well,
sad cow noises.
No. But okay, just take the freezer out. Pull it in the freezer.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, sad. Anyways.
You feel nothing as you... Yeah.
I guess the pit stop to make is the that cellar that Archibald and Etch were from. In the woods. That had like the lab with all the equipment and stuff.
I am trying to remember so hard what you're referring to.
In our backstories, bro. When we came out of the woods.
Oh, that is a little bit to the left of Scheinheim. Apologies, let us go there.
Yeah.
We...
Making a pit stop there, because we're going to just kind of look into that to see if maybe there's remnants of an ancient civilization there. In an underground buried thing. And so, that means that Scheinheim is probably on top of.
You arrive... So, as you are making your way towards the cellar, you will arrive at the structure that has been, well, touched by time for sure. Even in your absence, weeds and vines have grown all throughout, and it seems like someone should have taken a little bit more care of it on the top side. As you're approaching, you will also notice someone has taken a bit of a residence within the top side as well, as a raccoon sort of like is huddled in the corner, and the moment you arrive it hisses and runs away.
Arjun will be like, yeah, fuck you! My house!
You make your way down into the cellar. Immediate shift of tone from the upstairs, the abandoned laboratory, flickering back to life as you light up torches once more.
Okay, let's take a look at Curran here. And just gonna start like actually like taking the time to go through things real quick and just like be like, okay, is this like actually involved with what he was saying, or is this just some random dude's thing that he left here?
Yep. You start meddling through your notes. The rest of you are sort of like shuffling in to what appears to be a decently sized like experimentation chamber. A bunch of old equipment has seen long time here, just abandoned, dust gathering in corners, and misuse has led to much of this equipment to be a bit more cracked than optimal. Not probably from Archibald.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a robot-shaped, like, patch on the floor with less dust.
As you're looking through your notes, you will find that whoever used to live here had left some rather cryptic notes. The facility must be somewhere nearby. I know it, that's why I came here. I found the model, it just won't respond to my commands, nor will it awaken properly. I just need to keep looking for any sources of fuel. It's just very hard to do so when they are so damn rare. Through the notes you're shifting through, alternative fuel sources.
He's gonna, like, as he's reading through it, he's gonna be glancing up at Etch, be like, I don't remember putting one of them.
As you're looking through the notes, you find another dusty piece of paper. Alternative fuel source has been found. This one is the most optimal one, and it's the worst one. I can't go around killing people for it, so I'll retain to my original search. As for any other research has been going on, well, we have some improvement on the facility research, as I have found where it is, I just don't know how to get to it. Well, the problem is that during my spelunking, I discovered that there is some kind of abandoned structure underneath the region. A massive structure, too big for me to explore. Crumpled, destroyed, not worth it. However, I did notice that there were some form of denizens there as well. So I blocked the passage. Don't want anything going bump in the night.
It's like, oh, this is... Gonna kind of look, gonna just kind of look around for a fucking patched wall and or like part of the floor that's been like cemented over more recently.
Yeah, there is like a patch of the wall that looks a little bit more vibrant than the rest. That appears to have been quite literally, essentially like stone walled over. Some other notes.
Hey, Etch.
Yes?
Can you hit that wall for me?
Which wall?
That one. And he's gonna point to it.
Okay. It's a...
Poof.
Really lay into it.
Hits it harder.
Poof, poof, poof. You're punching rock.
Oh, damn. Okay.
If this is the place that you think that it is, maybe it's better we keep it sealed until we are fully ready to commit to this.
Keep in mind that he was just reading these and reading that in notes, by the way.
Okay.
Like, it's...
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
It's... You said it's like solid stone?
Feels like it. The rest of you, as you see Etch breaking his hands on the stonework, what are you doing?
I got absolutely no idea what Henry could even do. Maybe help Etch punch for the stone himself?
I figured you'd go hunting. We're in the woods.
I didn't know. No one mentioned me, but okay, Henry will go hunt then.
Did you know I'm going to assist him in these actions because
Why not?
You know
Let's
what
do
they
it.
say? Fuck it, we ball.
Fucking bomb.
Either one
Oh,
of you
yeah.
make a survival check with advantage because you're helping the other.
Right.
Advantage
What's your
survival.
survival?
-2, by the way. Fucking.
Okay, let me do it.
Oh,
I have a 1.
Oh boy, go ahead.
You already rolled, Henry, I'm afraid. I see the 10.
Oh, come on. Fuck's sake.
I'm not blind.
Oh, okay.
As you go hunting.
They step on every twig.
Yep, most game avoids you. Particularly because although you are not heavily armored, you're also not truly trained to hunt in the woods with your current getup. So, it's a rather fruitless hunt.
In the mean-
Can I
in-
forage while they're doing that?
Sure, survival check.
You know what? I wanna say while we failed hunting, bruh.
Oh no!
I have +3. I'm just rolling bad.
Yep. While you fell hunting?
Actually,
You find a strawberry.
I was gonna say, like, while we're hunting, we're coming back. I want to say Helius would hear Victor talk to Smalls as like he's carrying him on his shoulders, just like saying stories about the land.
And he is a very quick learner. He actually like listens to you like quite keenly. He every now and then he repeats what you're saying in the common tongue. Helius. Yeah. So,
So 15 with
15. Indeed, you find 2 rations worth of wild berries.
yay. They're not poisonous, right? I'm not gonna accidentally...
Oh no, they're not poisonous. You see the poisonous like berry bushes, and you're like, no need to do that.
Those aren't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, in order for it to make sense that you have the possibility of it being poisonous, you find the poisonous berry bush directly next to the non-poisonous berry bush.
I got berries.
As Archibald, you're reading through the notes, it would appear whoever was here took many of their own private notes with them, as most of the materials here is scattered.
Yeah, I'll like scrounge them up as I'm going and just kind of like organize them in like, you know, what I think is their journals, or like the findings like chronological order to kind of make sense of their findings
Yep.
to a degree.
There is some fun
And I would-
facts, like for example how they had trouble to eat food and would not go to the nearby town for supplies.
fucking, jeez, guy did not like people. He will, after grinding that stuff up, I guess just, it's the fact, like, a little surprised that the wall didn't give, because he's like, okay, this wasn't a normal patch job. And I would like to inspect the wall.
I'll tell you right now, you can tell there is a magical essence to the fortification of this wall, and by inspecting it, it is very thick. Someone went into a lot of effort to block this passage.
Jesus Christ. These must have
I'm
been
sorry,
some fucking terrible-ass neighbors.
Did someone say siege weapon?
Right? Honestly, thank you for reminding me. I'm like, hey! Hey, Victor!
You shout. They're still on their hunt, and they're making their way back.
You
hold
hear
on.
singing in like a dwarven.
I'm sorry, I like to think that the reason that they did so poorly with hunting is because at that point Archibald goes up to the top floor, out the front door, and just yells, "Hey, Victor! Victor!"
Certainly doesn't help. Mostly was just Henry not being accustomed to his new equipment, and Victor literally talking to a
He's
kobold.
just tired, but alright.
Yeah, also being tired does not help you. No. Well, in fact, yeah, absolutely does not help you.
Like,
Yeah, the group, me and Henry and Smalls would be coming back. You would hear Victor just singing in dwarven. Even though it's a failed hunt, he wants to at least be positive.
I don't know, he seems like he's in a good mood. So I guess once everybody's rounded up, I'll just kind of give Victor a quick rundown, like ask him for his like opinion on the like how he would like his means of like doing things, being like, okay, there's clearly like some like thick ass magic here and stuff like that. So it's like, I don't know, like
I can probably break it down, but I might need someone very strong to do this. I'm gonna look over to Henry.
yeah, I feel like, well, like the thing is, we're gonna need something to do with get rid of the magic too and stuff. It's like,
Well-
like I don't know, like what would you quote this at?
I'm gonna go walk over to the wall.
Yeah, you walk over the wall.
I'm gonna analyze it. I'm gonna check how sturdy this wall is. How attempt
Yeah, like
to.
material.
I want to.
composition and
Yep.
shit.
And if you said it's magical, I'm looking to see if either your ruler can help with the analyzation
Sure.
of how
Uh,
sturdy the magic is, possibly.
Make an Arcana or
Yeah,
Investigation check, please.
Okay. Arcana or investigation. Which one's better? Both of them are the same. Never mind.
I'm trained in both, so I'll give you the help action.
Okay. 18.
18. It's quite a magically empowered wall. It's enhanced stone, essentially. Has the properties of a stone wall, except it also has a damage threshold of 10. So,
Oh, do I recognize this magic?
you would, as an empowered form of Wall of Stone.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say it's like because I have fucking whatchamacallit, Magic Mouth, or not Magic Mouth, fucking Arcane Lock. So I was thinking it might have been that.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna look over to Henry, just like, oi, yo,
What?
Henry,
What is it?
how do you feel about breaking stuff?
Depends. Is it people or is it a thing?
It's a thing, but, remember what I was drawing up last night?
Oh yeah, with that what was it again? Fuck, I
Your
forgot.
designs?
New design. Yeah, for that crossbow arm of yours.
Oh, no, even better.
What is
You
it?
wanna, you see Victor just, like, hand Smalls, you see Victor just kick out his reinforcement forward, as you'd see it would go from this, like, this round barricade to this, to fold out into, like, a large two-handed ram with front armor, as, it stand up, in, like, in a position where it's, like, slanted, waiting for it to be, like, picked up.
I'm just kind of walking around the reinforcement, kind of smart. Alright. What's the plan here?
You
We're
break
gonna break down
break
the wall, but we gotta. At this point, like Archibald would call down the rest of the group as as they're arriving. Like, so we gotta get one of them to, deal with this. With the
Yeah,
magic.
Henry's gonna do it. Oh, the magic
We'll
part.
have one of them suppress the magic while he busts.
All right.
If my thoughts are correct, this could be an entryway to the buried capital, which, given how close we are to the lake, means that this could very well lead straight under the lake to where the obelisk is, so we can just circumvent the lake.
Without going in that weird mech thing, like, what, yesterday?
Yeah, well, also, more importantly, you just don't have to worry about drowning.
I don't like the water, so I'll take this.
Or
That
the
sounds
sea
good.
serpents.
Oh, God.
Exactly.
Alright, well, Henry, whenever the crew gets down, pick up the new design, break the wall down, and tell me how it feels.
All right.
So Archibald's gonna kind of like pop up onto the desk and kind of like waddle over to Vel and be like, "Hey, buddy, you want to do that hand wavy stuff that you do to get rid of magic?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I'm just falling apart. I'm gonna drop out early after we're done with
No
this.
worries, yes. Understandable.
Understandable. Alright,
You have a good
Henry.
day now, though, Val. What's up?
Yeah.
do you
What
wanna roll damage? Or should I just use my
First
auto?
of all, dispel magic.
Yep, 4th level. Here you are.
Do
Do I need to check?
You need to make a check, yes.
Come on,
Great,
Val.
that's just spellcasting.
Indeed. So, you're spellcasting.
Alright, well...
Leave it.
This is not a real Eldritch Blast, this is just my spellcasting. 22.
Ooh. Oh my goodness! +4.
There is a...
And
so,
Archibald is gonna go ahead and just point out the weak points.
so, well,
31.
with the bonuses, it's not a 31, you subtract your proficiency. This is a check with your spellcasting ability, which would be Charisma, I believe. So, it's the bereft of your proficiency. However, it's still really good.
Yay.
You can dispel magic and the entirety of the wall crumbles away to nothing.
Oh shit, okay.
Oh.
Oh, no wonder the punching didn't work. Wasn't
You
even
know,
real rock.
you know what? I guess still test out the RAM on the wall.
Sure.
Why not?
Plus, I mean, if we're going down into like an underground city, there's gonna probably be a lot of doors.
Yes.
Doors that need a good kicking, if you ask me.
Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, especially if they're like rusted shut.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Oh yeah, Henry. If you do pick up the RAM, you notice that it does make like a sort of like word, because the front is quite literally just a carved ram's head.
Just like all times.
I mean, I've gone with possum, but you do you.
What, you want me to carve it like one of those like sail ships? You know how they have the mermaid at the front, but just an opossum?
I mean, back in
or
the
just-
United
just 'cause
Crowns
over and
Alliance,
over
people,
like craft something he tries to put an opossum motif in.
I mean, I've seen all kinds of ram, shapes. The classic ram, goats' heads even. I mean, eagles.
What is he?
What is an eagle?
Excuse me, Sonny?
What happens-
Anyways, now if I
what
test
happens-
this fucking ram on this wall and probably destroy ancient culture.
Yes.
Nah, this wall's just part of a crazy dude's shack.
Alright,
Break the shack.
what do I need to do now, Jen? Do I just roll a strength check or something?
That would be for Victor, because Victor has the stats of the ram. That would be his
Do I
stats.
roll to attack?
Oh, can I help then, though?
Do I roll to attack?
You roll to attack. It's a one-hand ram,
Okay.
so it's not meant to be used by multiple people.
If it's okay, here we go. Crit fail.
Nuh-uh.
Hilarious.
God damn.
You slam
this guy-
the ram into the wall, and the crack fissures through the wall like a proper 4-inch crack. And the crack spreads 3 feet, 5 feet up to the wall, up to the ceiling. Quickly starts spreading throughout the rest of the room.
Archibald is just gonna kind of stop. Just kind of watch the crack move.
Everyone, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw if you are trying to exit the room, either in the direction of the tunnel or outside. Those of you who are going to be staying within will get buried.
Let's get the fuck out of here then.
Yeah, Archibald.
Dexterity saving throw. For fuck's sake, it includes my.
Damn it.
I'm gonna die, or okay.
12.
Crit save.
It's important to note, Ruler and Helius, who are outside, don't have to make this roll. As I specified, they were outside. 10 fails, 12 fails, 3 fails, 23 succeeds, 13 fails, okay?
Oh, okay. Can I flash or brilliance this to not get crushed by rubble?
Absolutely.
Alright, so that's an 18.
18? Excellent. Those of you who failed take 35 points of bludgeoning damage as the cellar collapses upon itself. The rest of you take half as you manage to make it out of there with a few scrapes and bruises as the whole thing collapses upon itself.
Wait.
I'm down to 9
Void
health
shift.
again. What? Oh, okay.
Void shift who?
Good question. Who is fucking?
Well, the question
I don't know.
is where you... It has to be a point you can see within range, so...
Oh, I can't see the tunnel yet while this is dropping, huh?
No, this is the whole
or
room you're in coming down.
I'm trying to remember what my damage resistance is to bludgeoning.
I don't know about my armor. I think it might somewhat cushion the bludgeoning tiny bit, but doubt it's
Yeah,
not.
just look at padded armor.
Whatever. 35. I just won't cast the spell. I have 10 HP.
So
Then I'll heal people, but I'll just let you do that, Jen. I'm gonna go.
No worries, you can go. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
See you around
hopefully
then.
I'll be better in it next week.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
go rest.
Rest
It's
easy.
5 minus
All I'm gonna say is this.
it's...
I have bludgeoning free on damage reduction. Got no idea what that means.
that means
So
you
actually
reduce
take
the
27
number by
damage.
3.
Yeah. So you take 35 reduced by 3 is 32, not 37.
32. Alright.
So
Mhm.
half the damage
On a success,
17.5.
which is Victor. You're the only one who succeeded. Well, Archibald also did. So both of you take
17.5.
17. Yes.
Okay, 17. 17 minus my 3.
I like to... I like to think that Archibald gets up onto the stairs as this collapsing, and he gets out, but then a rock falls on his tail, and he's like, ah!
As those of you up above who are outside, Ruler and Helius, see the upper portion cave inwards as the rest of the party make their way outside.
Huh.
Gingerly holding his bruised tail is gonna try and be like, my house!
You think?
Victor would make it outside, mostly damaged, but you would see him just checking on Smalls as he's just hugging him.
Oh yeah, one moment, I need to make a saving throw for Smalls. You're right.
No! Let me
No!
take the damage.
If he fails the saving throw, he's dead. So
No!
No, do not.
Smalls
if
is
that's
outside
if
with us.
If Smalls was down there, then my flash of brilliance would be going to Smalls, not...
Smalls
Well,
is with us.
we'll see how Smalls is with you.
Smalls is with us. I'm feeding him berries.
Victor, would you have let Smalls eat berries outside?
Oh yeah, no, Helius,
I'm
absolutely.
babysitter, I promise.
Alright,
you better not make him run laps.
I'll let that slide. Okay. Smalls will die another day, as all of you are making your way outside.
All of us? Isn't Henry and the others buried, or?
No, those of you who
Yeah,
fail
you-
take just damage if you are running outside. If you want to stay in the room as it is collapsing, you will die. If you want to do that.
No, I don't want to. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, then you exit outside. So that's why the saving throw is for damage. So you make it your way out, no problem. Taking a few cuts and bruises on the way out, but nonetheless you survive as the whole building sort of collapses on itself.
I'm gonna look towards. Oh, sorry.
Your ramp works really good though.
I'm gonna look at him and just what do you think the ramp besides the whole collapse.
I am too tired to say a goddamn thing. I swear to God, though.
At hearing
If I
this
did.
conversation, Archibald is gonna kind of like slur turn over to the two of them and be like, "It was open! My house!" And he's gonna kind of like both hands gesture towards the collapsed structure like,
Yeah, and guess what? You have multiple sources of income. You give yourself a better one.
so like, my house!
Alright, I get it. You're like a merchant losing a precious asset. Alright, calm down. Okay, you can always, requisition another house.
Play a very sad tune on a probably small pan flute.
We can always come back later and I can help you dig it out, but...
It's
we
gonna
have other
require a
things
lot
to
of
do.
sturdy men and shovels.
Oh, well,
Warlock
not really. I
kobolds.
can just... just to, like, show, just kind of, like, molds earth to move dirt out of the hole without even, like, sweating.
Yep, it slowly
Kinda like-
moves out of the way, like.
Yeah. It might take some time, but I can do it without any shovels or anything.
Yeah, I'll make a bucket attachment at the warehouse. He's gonna look over at Victor and Henry and be like, "You owe."
Yeah.
And he's gonna walk and he's gonna stomp his way over. It's like, sentimental value, fucking only place to call home. And like,
I don't know about him, but I just did what he asked me to, which is break down the wall when do
Henry's
work.
just kind of
only
just
how-
shaking his head and just whispering over to Victor, like, listen, I don't know shit, alright? I'm too exhausted to deal with this.
Are you still standing, by the way?
A mercenary never dies. Only when he wants to. He, like, pats Victor on the shoulder. How smalls?
I'm gonna point over and it just shows. Smalls is just copying what I said earlier, just back to Helius.
Mercenary dies when wants to! Dies!
Oh, no, buddy. No, no.
I like that kid
No.
already.
D-
No,
uh,
don't worry
don't
about it,
listen-
Helius.
Just don't
He's
listen
fine.
to anything Henry says.
Oh, come on.
I-
You'll be fine.
Hey, what's wrong with choosing when you want it out? Okay, because everyone is destined to follow their dream.
Dream!
In a way, knowing when
gets it.
one's death is way better than, letting it be a mystery. I knew some men once that had such a philosophy. Others not so much. But it brings one's inner peace if you think about it.
I just like to imagine this entire time, Ruler is just in the background, sort of looking at everyone like,
Now, can I please get some healing for these broken bones?
What are you saying about Ruler?
Ruler in the background just staring at the party like, wow.
Yeah, she's just like looking through the window, drinking some tea, just staring at them.
you'll see Archibald like goes up into the thing, opens up like a built-in ice chest, just in a thing. It's like a small little compartment. Just pulls out a cold steak. Fucking stomps back outside. Fucking walks up to Henry and just full force just slaps a frozen steak onto his like wound.
Slap.
Do I take damage from that throw?
No, you're healed.
By how much?
8. You get a level 1 spell slot, mother.
I do have my
Looks like-
second winds back, but I'm not going to use them until it's combat.
Actually, Actually, just genuine curiosity. I haven't updated it. How many second wins do we have at our current level?
Let me check. I believe.
It hasn't been updated though.
Divider? Did I not?
Last time I checked.
Oh my god, I haven't. Why? I put it on the other one. God damn it. You should have at least second wins. Twice. Twice for sure. I think it is thrice on level 8. I'll check in the background.
Yeah, it
Hear
doesn't. Wow, Jin. It doesn't even say it in the second wind entry.
Yeah, I know, it sucks.
You hear that? You hear that, Henry? We get to heal again next level.
Oh, wow. I just realized, though, to this moment, and I was going to say it earlier ago, but I haven't even leveled up myself yet.
You should probably do that when you...
How the fuck? Isn't level 7 important for fighter?
Yes, actually, because Jen's homebrew, we get 3... What we do is we get 3 weapons that we specialize in, and with that, you know how you keep doing like concussive and like piercing, like those actions?
Mm-hmm.
You can do 2 of those in one, and either choose to remove the penalty for damage or
You
accuracy.
basically, of the 2 that you choose, you can choose 1 to ignore the penalty of and just take the penalty of the other.
And guess what? Once per long rest, you can change one of your specialized weapons property into something reasonable. I believe so.
All I'm gonna say is this, that sort of leeching and all that, well, don't it require atonement or something? Because I looked on this page.
Yeah.
Yes,
So you'll have to do that at the long rest.
you have 3 second wins right now.
Hey,
3?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, shit. I forgot my stupid...
You get 4 at level 10.
Okay.
I'll update the thing.
sounds really good. Thank you very much. Anyways,
So-
I'm gonna go... Oh, sorry, go on.
So just like, you know, tending to his hurt tail, I'm gonna deep breath, waddle back up to the house now that things have settled down, and just make an assessment. Jen, what's the quote on this? Like, how bad?
Very bad. It's practically just a ruin now. Proper wreck.
He's gonna pick up the fucking little sign that said "Home Sweet Home" that was hanging on the door, and just like kind of dig a little line in the dirt in front of the entryway or where it used to be, and just kind of prop it upright with a rock.
He leans slightly to the left.
Goodness.
Hey, Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know what to do right now. How's Fox doing? This is just a quick 2
Summon
seconds.
him?
How's Fox doing? Yeah, sure. I'll summon him.
Poof! Good evening. How can I be of service?
I don't really need anything. I just would like some company for tea.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is it. I don't have anything else I can do right
I mean,
now.
at this point,
until
I
we
feel
do
like we have to just retire and then come back with tools and shit to dig it back up.
I got a fucking cold steak on we're having a cold steak on his arm. Or leg.
We could just go back to Scheinheim and go through.
Yeah,
the
let's
way.
go.
let's
What
go
I
to
thought
Shanks.
this
Yeah,
was
no, we
supposed to
should-
be like a short pit stop that we have now spent way too
Yeah.
much time on.
Yeah,
You guys said we were just gonna take a
discovered
short stop and then I don't know what
and
happened.
we discovered a separate entrance to, that confirmed that there's an underground capital underneath Scheinheim that we can definitely use to access under there without having to go through the water.
The thing is, though, as far as we know, it's the Warforged that's completely a different area. I don't think it's connected. I'm gonna be honest.
Given the proximity,
If there's a giant underground capital under here, it's gonna go far enough to get under the lake. So at the very least, we could dig our way up instead of going down.
I agree with
Right,
you. It might take us oh my bad. I was gonna say it might take us a while. Well, no, less because
Might I
Move
make-
Earth.
might I make
Yeah.
a suggestion?
Yeah.
Archibald. Could you pinpoint where the tunnel would have been based on its proximity to the room that we were just in?
As as Etch is
Down-
saying that, you're
downward?
gonna see the realization appear on Archibald's face as as he's like, oh my god, yeah, no, I'm an idiot. We could just dig. He's gonna waddle up to Etch and be like, "You're a genius, Etch," and he's gonna start running some think in his head about okay, that was there, and trying this, and then he's gonna walk over and kind of stomp a spot in the ground and be like, "It'll be right here."
Well, then perhaps we ought to come back here with a crew of diggers.
You wait. I might have something.
It's like,
Oh,
we've got.
I mean,
What do you mean? We've
I
got
have
the
an
best
idea.
digger out there. And he's gonna gesture to Helius.
Ruler?
Smiles.
Ruler, you said you had something?
Do you think Move Earth could work?
Yeah, it's dirt.
The 6th level spell Move Earth.
Oh, absolutely would work. Yes.
6th
Helius
level?
with his little
You're not-
mold earth. Wow.
I've been holding on to
Good
a
magic.
spell scroll for this for a
Oh.
long
Oh,
time
well,
now.
hold on. We should probably
Oh.
save that to scribe because we can just do like take our time with mold earth,
Mold
and
Earth
then that
would.
way you could scribe that later.
Mold Earth, I would say, because Mold Earth does it in increments of 5 feet, to get there, it would take like a day. This is just snap instant.
How much money do you need to transcribe that into your spellbook?
It's also
I cannot-
expensive.
I cannot cast 6th level spells.
It is important to mention, you can cast the spell from the scroll. The magic is in the scroll, so you could cast it.
I know.
Yeah.
It would snap the scroll away though.
Yes. To transcribe a 6th level spell scroll, it is also quite expensive.
It
Yeah.
is
How
pretty
much?
expensive.
Alright, how much crime do we have to do to make this happen?
Oops.
We're not doing any crime.
I think we need to do it for the sake of,
No.
girl bossing.
Crime!
Isn't it?
It's 300 gold.
Alright, I know a plan. Hey, Victor, I got a plan.
80. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong person. Yo, what's up?
Oh, no, I was just saying that's a meme, but you know what? If we're gonna really consider it,
What's
you
the-
know.
What's the plan? What's the plan, Henry?
I mean, we do have enough to just do that.
Right
I don't know
now?
how long it'll take.
Henry, I have a son.
I'm gonna say
Oh,
this.
doesn't it destroy the scroll in the process?
Of course it will, yes.
Yeah, so we wouldn't be able to cast it as well.
So-
Thing
unfortunately.
is, the
But I mean, it's not like while she's inscribing that we can just be digging.
So, practically speaking, if you want to describe the scroll, Ruler will have the spell forever to use as a spell slot. Or you can use it right now. I'll be quite honest with you. If you can find actually... I did not plan for this use of the scroll, so if you can find a different use for it later down the campaign, I genuinely would be surprised. But this is, in my eyes, an excellent use of this resource. So if you want to transcribe it to make it permanent...
also
If we have to infiltrate a fortress, we can just snap a cube of earth out from underneath the wall to collapse it.
You're talking about a theoretical scenario, but we're talking about an actual scenario we're in right now.
I'm just saying, it's got its uses.
Move Earth lasts for 2 hours, and I can just keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly. That's
So,
why I say.
Yeah,
Oh, All I'm saying is we need to get the funds, and I have a very funny idea for Henry.
Oh, I won't be able to. It won't be useful for I think
No.
3 levels, 2 or 3 levels right now. So
Yeah.
I have to use a spell scroll now, which is I could do this right now.
Also-
if you're all ready.
Also,
I
secret,
wanna-
if you really need it, you can always get it as a wizard level up. Just saying.
I know
Yeah,
that's
the
why
thing.
that's why I'm saying let's just do
Or
it.
we just go to a
Guys,
a
can we-
fucking dwarven town, yo man.
My inner Baldur's Gate
Can we-
was hoard
I need-
everything.
Can we let
It's
Hey
like,
guys, can we call a vote on this?
Dirt.
We're lingering on this a little too long. Can we just call a vote on if we do it or not?
Well, I think it's just Aries'
I
choice.
think
'cause
it's fine. I was just throwing it out there as if it's because I know that you've been wanting to add spells to your.
Oh, I don't.
repertoire.
I've never liked Millers, so it's fine. So yeah. Can I be dabbed up a little bit because I'm pretty sure it requires a check to be able to cast a spell.
Indeed.
Bam.
You probably got it. You need to make an intelligence check.
All right,
Add a 4
let's
to
hope.
it.
Let's hope I don't get another nat one. And let
Yeah, I
me
got
move
flash of brilliance
that.
for you.
There we go.
Yeah, with a
Yeah.
plus 4 and a plus 5, you have to get. You grab the scroll, and as you start to read it, you actually you quicken the wording of the spell as you wave your hand, yeah, I know this. Take the scroll. It burns in your hands. You toss it to the ground, and you feel the magic wave in your hands as you feel the earth around you ready to be shaped however you desire.
Okay, can I describe how it looks?
Yes.
I want to say the 2 snakes from her arm detach themselves, become pretty giant as they just start moving the earth themselves.
Yeah, I like to think that your snakes just grow really big and then just start. like fucking taking giant bites out of the ground.
That too. Yes, they do that.
As the earth is shoved and moved away by the giant snakes, you get more than you bargained for. You get a massive hole that leads into the tunnel, which I fucking hate that happened because now I have to go back to this.
It lasts for 2 hours as long as I concentrate on it, so I could just keep moving Earth for us
Yes,
the entire
indeed.
time.
Indeed, the hole is permanent.
Okay, so we should probably get a move on.
I seem to have sustained significant damage, a significant portion of damage from that collapse.
She can make. How big is the tunnel?
The tunnel is about a solid 10-foot wide, like tunnel.
Oh, so with the help of Move Earth,
She's a terrain of no larger than 40 feet, and I can.
Wait, you said 2 hours? That's how long?
Yeah, the duration is 2 hours.
Oh my
So
god.
we're gonna strap the plant to the windshield and drive Meckel down. And while I'm driving Meckel, people can take a short rest in the back.
Unironically, that's probably a very good idea because I just realized you can actually get there by car if you are that quick, because it lasts a fuck ton of time, so... Wow, that is hilarious. You start driving. Fuck it, you ball. One moment.
Fuck your DM. Fuck your account.
The wizard does wizard things.
Fuck you for giving us a spell scroll.
I love this.
So,
And
so we're taking a short rest as we're traveling?
oh, you can absolutely do that. The only people who are not going to be taking a short rest is Ruler and Archibald, who are literally driving and casting.
Oh my god, we're both the crazy mad scientists working to help each other.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna roll some hit dice to.
I also
Oh,
give
yeah.
you
Oh, yeah, go for it.
23 healing.
Sounds like a very good idea, and I can't. Yeah, that circumvents that entirely. You ride as you roll your hit dice.
And it is
Wait,
fast
do I-
level too, which
Wait, do
means
I
that
hit-
when we get down into the capital area, if there's like a cavern above the roofs and shit like that, we can just fly over.
I'll answer at the moment, Henry.
Do I get a heal from the short rest?
Yes, you do. You need to roll your hit dice.
Yeah. Also, remember, you
God.
guys just. Oh, that was cure wounds. Okay, I thought it was for healing.
No.
D10 plus 6? I think?
So if on your character sheet, you will see.
You have a Constitution modifier of 6?
No, wait, it's 5.
No, it's just,
No, wait. It's
just underneath
2.
your hit points, it'll say hit dice. Just click the hit dice. It'll roll it
Yeah, like that.
with your con mod already.
Yeah, so that's a good one.
It's 6 from.
And now to
It's not a +6, it's a +2. +6 is his old second wind. That's what he was looking at. Which is +7 now. Because of 7th level characters.
You expend a hit die and you get 11 hit points back. Hell yeah!
You can spend more if you need more healing.
Yep.
No,
You get-
I'm just here.
Yep. Once and you get half of your so there's like whatever half of your maximum hit dice is. So right now it should be 7. It's rounded down, right?
Don't complicate it any more than that. He didn't ask for it, for one. Until I'll double check to make sure that he's keeping track of it. Yep, yeah, he has regained. So, Henry, if you want to roll as many hit dice as you want to heal up, that's it. But it seems like with 11 you are in a pretty good spot, so that's it.
Okay, fine, I'll roll one more, but that's it. Okay, that's all I needed. 41.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, wow,
yeah.
that's really good. Excellent. Patch up, all of you, as you're sort of like driving into the earth. You open up any other passageways by the magic of the Move Earth spell that have been collapsed over time. You bump over some things that you don't know what they are, as the lights of the Macau sort of like illuminate forward, but you can't really look down on what you're stepping on. Also, the passageway...
Technically, we're not stepping on them, so if we're going over creatures, we're just slapping them in the head with Meckel, because this is...
If you were going over creatures, I would not let you get over creatures that easily.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like we're hovering just off the ground, basically.
Oh, right, it's your flying vehicle.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that is
No
fun.
difficult terrain here.
As you are moving through, going under the ground, passing through collapsed passageways, you make it through what appears to be the end of the dugout corridor. There's at the end of the corridor, there's like a couple of mining pickaxes and some barrels, as well as like a book.
I'll kind of lean Meckel over slightly with Ruler on the hood, to be like, "Hey, there's a book."
I'll take up the book and I'll look at it.
It's the final few pages of a journal. I finally made it to where the coordinates should suffice, but I can no longer dig here. There are too many things that have been hearing my excavations, and I am too far away from the shelter. I'm going to have to stop here. I plan on getting some help. Maybe I'll finish this project once I feel better.
How?
Does that look like a crazy dude who's like digging this tunnel, like that?
Yes. Can you give me a second? Hey Jen, can I, with my reading and knowledge and being smart in
Yes.
books, how? Telling by the withering of the pages, how long ago did this look like?
You can tell this was about, I want to say, 10 years ago or so at least. Like, it's quite weathered.
Okay.
Fairly weathered, I think, yeah. One more obstacle awaits you in front of you. By moving earth, you clear forth a passage for the Macal to drive into until you hit a metal wall that has been caved inwards. The metal wall, to give you a description, appears like a very fine metal wall. In fact, it's so fine, Archibald will immediately recognize, because he is, in fact, a practitioner of shiny things, as well as Henry, actually. As well as Victor, actually, now I think about it. All three of you
Solid gold?
No.
Say 6 damage?
All three of you would recognize that precious metals have been used to craft the wall, specifically precious metals in the form of silver and thin lines of adamantine.
Archibald, like, oh my god, it's happening! He's gonna look over to Etch and be like, Etch, it's happening!
What's happening?
We struck metaphorical gold!
Etch, looking forward to the metal, something strikes you as familiar, and then you notice it. The rest of the metal, in between the silver and the adamantine, is the same metal that your faceplate is made out of.
Wait a minute. So are we out of Meckel at this point?
Yeah, there's enough space for you to hop out.
Etch is gonna approach the wall. And it's going to kind of hold up their hand up to the wall, and kind of compare.
Definitely much bigger.
How curious.
Could I yell from the back? Just like, do we need to break it down?
You can see actually a portion of it has been caved inwards, as if the walls of the rock had caved into the metal, like they had broken through.
Well, we don't have to, like, it's already got, like, a hole in it, but, like, we definitely need to, like, come back here and take all of this.
Why don't we give Etch his moment? This is something important to him.
As you place your hand over the metal, Etch, pop-up comes up. Recognition. Facility discovered.
Etch is gonna turn and look at Archibald. You? So now that we're here, how will we enter?
For the record, Ruler, you still have the spell up. It should be waning in about a couple of rounds. You can move the rocks that are basically blocking you entry from this side of the wall.
I'll start moving it.
Okay, one moment.
If there's any rushing water, though, I will stop.
We'll see. One moment. You would pop up somewhere. You would pop up somewhere. I don't fucking know. You would pop up from here. Let's say. Yeah, here is fine. I'll pop you on the map.
I've never seen Move Earth be more useful in my life.
Alright, so this should be now properly lit up. And I'm just gonna pop you on the map as you move the earth. Mind you, this was not created with the process of you coming in through this way. You enter into what appears to be a metal room. Metal gears shift and turn. Sorry, not shift and turn anymore. They are clacked, broken. Part of the stone of the walls have collapsed inwards as you move the rocks aside. Gearwork has been constructed to make doorways in between the metal halls of this chamber.
Everyone, I think we have hit a room with 2 doors. Would everyone like to come out?
Sure.
Alright.
Well, actually, can I just flip the lights on Meckel?
Sure. Oh, don't get out of the bounds. There you go. Henry, do you go inside?
Henry has left.
Oh shit, did he message me
Henry
again?
Henry has.
Oh yeah, he has a stream. Oh, we'll raid him.
But I'm assuming, is Meckel too big to fit through?
It should be able to make it through, yes. Pop. Drop it here. And we're gonna have Victor also here.
Sorry about that, I was muted, waiting.
Yeah, sorry, that was my bad. I had to be curious something.
Yeah.
You enter inside the facility. The metal stonework looks unkempt, and for lack of a better word, it looks decayed, damaged even.
Gross. Archibald will kind of like go up to Helius and be like, just hold up his like limp tail. Be like, you got any more of that special touch?
I mean, certainly, I do. I think Henry and Etch both like filled up on their short rest. But
Yeah,
I
I
did
just
cast a
couldn't take
cure
it.
wounds. So if you want to transfer that over to yourself instead.
Oh yeah, that's more than enough. That puts me back to full.
If I may, I also want to talk to Helius as well. I'm just gonna look over, just like, hey, I got a child with me. You reckon you want to watch over it, since I'm gonna be I'm also just saying maybe, because I mostly specified the long-ranged fighting.
I think I can handle
Oh
that.
god, no, the tokens come out.
I'll
danger
hang
is
out to you,
real.
little buddy. Don't worry, we'll hang out.
Oh yeah, Jen. You want to make it easier and just keep it as a status effect, so you don't have to drag smalls around constantly?
No, I'm gonna keep him as a token, because if he dies, I want to know where he is.
God damn it, Jen.
So I will set Meckel to silent. So like the engine doesn't make noise. It's just like any like normal physical things it interacts with would make noise. And I'll flip up my my hood and be like, okay, guys, it's like I'll check it out. And I would like to kind of peek. We came through this door on the bottom, right?
You came through the top, the north, like where the broken wall is.
Okay. Can I take a peek? Just like quietly, like. Is there like does this like it all opens, or can I open this partially?
So the doorways, they are like already slightly ajar, and they look like they have gotten fairly off the hinges, so you can just sort of like push them open from side to side.
Okay, then like at each of the doorways, I would like to kind of like use my cloak of elven kind and stuff like that to quietly like kind of
stealth check.
Yeah, peek through and see what's on the other side without being spotted by anything that might be there. And I have
Ruler, what do you use to summon?
I want to wait till the stealth thing is done before I do so, 'cause that's gonna be an interesting reveal.
12 on stealth. Alright, you believe you're hidden.
Right. Even with advantage, goddamn. Yeah, so then I will just what do I see?
Okay, so move forward.
Oh yeah.
You need to move around to see things.
Sorry, I gotta move Meckel out of the way. I got Meckel on autopilot. So I kind of just peek through there.
Yep.
Okay, that's just a door.
There's another door leading this way, too.
And I guess this one's blocked off.
Looking through, yeah, that is entirely like blocked off.
Okay.
So which direction should we head in first?
Well, we want to make our way towards the center of the lake. So could I use like a compass on Meckel or something like that to just?
Which way was the opening that we came through?
North.
One to the north.
Okay.
So we have two routes.
Was it mostly a straight line from the laboratory?
I did not describe it much, but it was not a straight line, it was a descent.
Yeah, can I use a compass on like Meckel or something like that to just determine like direction?
Absolutely. Looking down into a compass that you do not have, you don't have any direction where to go because you didn't buy one.
Son of a bitch. I was hoping you wouldn't notice that I forgot to buy a compass.
Rest of you, what are you doing?
Alright, why don't we just go to the bottom area?
Yeah, I suppose that's fine. Can I at least attempt a survival check to kind of like try to like keep track of like, okay, we turned this much going down here.
Make a survival check.
Just a quick heads up, I handed Smalls to Helius.
20.
Smalls to Helius, got it. Survival 20? To the southwest you need to go. To reach the center.
Okay, so it doesn't really matter which direction we're going, because we're going, and he's going to point in between, like to the wall in between the two doors. Like, we got to go that way, so it's 50-50.
Alright, before we go, we might have to deal with combat, and just for some added protection, can I take a second to summon something?
Yeah. Go for it.
Alright,
Actually, it's like, as you're pulling this, I'm assuming the wolf...
Nope.
I'm gonna... Really?
Yeah.
I was gonna reach in and grab my cottage cheese.
Summon Greater Demon.
Oh.
Alright.
I'm pulling out the Cambion.
Alright. I'll post the spell in the chat, please.
Okay. And I have it modified, by the way, where concentration cannot be broken due to damage.
Good shit. Alright.
Hey, Ruler.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask you something.
Can you give me a second?
Oh,
Real quick.
Yeah, she's gotta do
Apologies.
her weird voodoo stuff.
Weird.
Let's
It's cool.
give
What do you
him-
mean?
Let's give him
Oh
some
wow, this one looks kind of like this one actually looks a little different.
I can post the full art of him. Give me a second.
Comes with all of his stuff, yeah.
Okay, I'll put it in our channel. Here you go. This is his art. He looks relatively humanoid.
As you utter foul words to call forth this champion from the abyss, it manifests in the form of a portal as this humanoid form crawls out from it. A blade lands on its feet from one of its hands as it sort of like climbs its way through. Long white
when you
hair
put the-
flowing.
Yeah, when you put the token out for a split second when I was reading Cambion, I don't know why, but I misread it as cinnamon.
The demon looks around. Oh, where am I?
Oh,
Hello.
Shit, this dude talks?
Yes, he does talk.
Greetings.
He's not gonna like do that weird laugh the other one did, right?
I do not know. So, hi, I'm Ruler. I'm a demonologist. Could you please protect me for the time being?
Yes.
Thank you. Alright. I'll move him over here next to me. Does he seem okay?
Bewildered.
Yes, Etch?
I will go ahead first.
Mhm.
I am by far the most resilient out of all of you, so should there be any danger, I will take the brunt of the blow.
Also, Victor, you wanted to ask me something real quick?
If you have a wee spell slot to spare, you can cast it on Smalls. Some mage armor if you have any.
Well, I assume Smalls will not get into the fight.
Just in case, Smalls.
I mean, we can always put Smalls inside Meckel.
But will
Yeah.
he be safe?
I mean,
will
it
he
gives
be
him like a plus, I want to say like a +5 to AC.
As you consider these options, we're gonna end the session here because we are above our time. Sorry.
Yeah. As a quick question, Jen, is it because these look rather narrow? Is Meckel even able to fit through these corridors?
Through these corridors, no.
So even if I transformed him into like more of the mech form to kind of go sideways, and, like squeeze.
So if you had a drill, you would be able to break through parts of the wall to make him squeeze.
Just gonna side eye Victor like, goddamn those fucking dwarves taking that drill bit.
However, I think Adrian also just bounced off. So yeah, we're gonna end the session here for the day. Keep it things simple. Pick up next Saturday.
Yep.
Before we end, I'm gonna raid Kilted because he should be live. Let me double check.
Yeah, give channel points. Must stockpile.
Let me check his Twitch, see if he's actively doing stuff. Oh, his stream will start soon. But yeah, that's gonna be our session for today because we've reached the 3-hour mark. Thank you all for playing. I hope you had fun. We'll resume next week with exploring the underground facility. Much to be found here.
Ooh, dungeon crawling.
Dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, let me...
Possibly have to kill a bunch of Etch's siblings. Yeah.
Does that work? Yes, it does. Alright. Bye-bye, everybody. Be nice in Kilted stream, and see you all later. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Alright.